All right, so this is now session. Crap, I don't know what session this is. I think it's 37 of the Code Lands. Hope and Despair. We got a new splash up on the screen here, thanks to Teagat. So everybody give him kudos for making this cool looking artwork because I can't do stuff like this. So thank you, Teagat. Appreciate it. This was last week was like a one time thing. So it's up to you, Teagat, whether you want to take him back out of that one and just leave our core six in there. But again, it's pretty awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, so let me go and switch you guys over to the map we're actually on this week, and I'll pick up where we left off, hopefully. All right, so again, you may have to zoom out to get to your spot. I'll do a shift click here in 1 second to get everybody in the same spot. And if you don't see yourself, speak up now. I think I took Kirill out already since he won't be here tonight, but everyone else is here that should be here, correct?
Fuhar and Baron are there. Yep, we're all good. Well, I'm all good.
All right.
I see me.
Present.
All right, so where we left off last time, you guys decided to have a short rest here after you guys discovered this temple to Morden. There was like a priest living quarters, you think, and then a storage area. And thanks to Baron's dwarf keen senses and be able to pick out the hidden spots in the walls, you guys are able to also uncover a couple magical items that are now possessed by Usul and Baron. Baron found his long-lost Iron Star shield from his ancestors way back, and Usul found a staff of, what I call it, a staff of cure wounds. That's what I called it. What it is called.
Staff of Cure Wounds, yep.
Right. So now that you guys have had your short rest, I think those of you that did roll hit dice to gain that back have already done that, and that's how
Yes.
Fuhal and Usul have discovered the secrets behind their new magical items. Your friend Kirill is still missing. Not sure how he would take you guys taking a short rest while he's off somewhere else in the dark room somewhere. You have no idea what's happening to him, that is, but you guys are now looking for two missed people. You're looking for Baron's friend Ryber, and now you're also looking for Kirill. You don't know for certain, but you're pretty sure that they both probably went to the same area. They got trapped by the same teleportation globes that you guys have encountered. Okay? Kira won't be here tonight, so he'll be here in spirit, but his character himself won't be here. Right? So, this is now up to you guys. What would you like to do here?
Well, when I wake up, I'm going to check and make sure all my stuff's here and no goblins and try to see if there's no signs of goblins have been about our area.
And just to recap, this room that you guys are in right now, that is an enclosed room. You can't actually see down here into the cavern below. That's just my awesome map skills here. That's actually below this room there. So there's obviously no goblins in your room with you. If you want to go out and check somewhere else, then you probably have to move around.
Okay, then.
Trying to extract an arrow from my hip. There's an arrowhead stuck in there.
Yeah, I think you and Warwick had quite a few pricks stuck in you from last session.
Yeah, a few.
Does anybody need healing?
No, I'm fine. That was just flavor. He still has an arrowhead stuck in his hip.
Tegan walks over and pulls his knife and says, I could dig that out if you'd like.
No, it'll come out eventually. I'll get it.
Okay, but it's pretty deep.
Okay, Usul, is it just me, or is your health bar like 0? It's not showing any health bar on your token.
It is not.
My green one shows 60 on mine.
Let me pull it up here and look at it. Sorry. Oh yeah, it shows you have 60 of 0 hit points. Let me fix that for you. There we go.
All right. Yeah, for whatever reason that was 0 there actually on my sheet.
Yeah, so
I don't know why.
You're like undead there for a second. That's some
Yeah.
that's some pretty fancy wild shaping you got there.
Risen as a revenant.
All right, guys. So I think everyone took the short nap. Endon was kind of keeping watch by the front door, making sure nothing came in the main temple door where you guys first came in. The rest of you guys, like you're all kind of packed back into the back room there. Corn is like partially in the wall. That's pretty cool trick there. Is that a monk thing?
Yeah, I'm like Spider-Man.
All right, so Endon will come walking in the room here, next to Fuha, and kind of shout back in the back room there a little bit. You guys are not really shout, but he'll say it a little bit loud so everyone can hear him. So you guys about ready to go? Imagine Ryber and Curiel need us right about now.
Well, they had food with them. They should be fine.
They didn't break the air making machine, so
You guys are so passionate or compassionate, I can tell you that.
But yes, we should find them. We should go now.
All right, Endon's going to kind of shrug and point out towards the door. So this is not my alley. I don't know this place. Someone else will have to take the lead on this one. Any volunteers? Wow. Nobody wants to take a lead. Kiriel's not here anymore, right?
Yeah, Kiriel's not here to just walk off.
Tig is like, remember how he got here?
Oh, is that one of your
Yes, actually it is.
personality traits or something?
Yes, actually it is.
Oh god. Oh well. But no, that's... Yeah, we need to find them. We need to go.
Alright, so if no one steps up, Fuha is going to kind of begrudgingly go open the door and call you guys a bunch of cowards and say, get your asses moving. He'll actually walk out in front of everybody.
Okay.
You okay with that, Baron? Since he's kind of like your, I don't know, compadre?
Yeah, he's fine. If he wants to lead the way, I'll let him.
Alright. Endon will offer to kind of stay in the back and keep a watchful eye. You see him kind of slink in the shadows as well before he does that. How did Fuha move back into the room? I thought I moved him out here. Alright, so he steps back out on the ledge and kind of looks around and kind of motions for you, Baron, to come on.
Just look around, seeing if I can see anything.
Alright, so at this point, Baron, I'm going to let you control Fuha, because eventually I'm going to have to maybe control something else. So, this is going to be yours.
Which direction do we want to head in? Because as I remember, there are a couple different ways we could go.
Well, Fuha will point up this direction, so that's where we basically got ambushed by the goblins, and he didn't go back to the left, but up to the right is where pretty much dead end, as he recalled.
All right, let's go. So, Fuha's still probably muttering about us being cowards, and he's leading the way.
Hey, I only leave when we're outside, not when we're in caves. That's a dwarf's job.
Agreed.
Normally I can't even see underground like this.
All right, so at this point is where Fuha will kind of point in both directions. They'll point to his left or kind of to the southwest and say, I didn't go down there, but up to the northeast is where he points, and so that's the goblin home, as I recall.
Somebody already checked out the goblin hole last time, didn't they? They already went and looked around.
Yeah, I think it's where some of you got some of their potions they were throwing at you guys.
Yep.
Although no one ever really inspected them, as I recall.
Nope. I think we should just check them out and see what happens.
Just throw them at them and see, what happened. Exactly.
That's what they do to us, so...
Yeah, I actually have this. You guys want to divide them up? Because I have 4 of those flasks.
You can keep them. Just next time you see a goblin, throw one at him and see what happens.
Will do.
And wall shape him into an ogre.
be my luck. I guess we should go this way.
So we're thinking this way? Down the
down
way that
here.
nobody has gone yet?
Yeah.
Now, Corn, you went down that way pretty far, so it's up to you whether you want to share with them what you may or may not have seen over there.
If I recall, that way is just a dead end.
Well, then why would you let us go down a dead end, Corn?
Well, I just don't exactly remember because this cave is all mixing me up. I'm used to forests, not caves.
Yeah, me too, but, well, we're in a cave now.
Well, don't expect me to be good at directions.
Well, let's see what's over here.
I'm gonna rule it's been about 4 hours since you casted Dark Vision on everybody's
that's
eyes.
what
Does
I
that
asked.
sound about right to you, Tegan?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So
I
we got
mean,
4 hours left.
we could probably just light up a torch anyway.
And
Well, we have 4 hours left on the bell, so...
And Don will speak up and say, let's kind of keep the torches out for now until we actually have to have them, please. All right, so you guys will reach up there, and you'll see pretty much the same thing that Corn saw earlier. You've got a dead end, goes back into this direction, and a pretty small, tight corridor goes back over here. And Tiki, you can poke around the corner and pretty much see it's like a dead end in here as well. It's like there may have been some temporary bedding or something in here for goblins, but not quite
Yep,
like it was
nothing.
in the other corridor you guys went down.
Nothing over here, so this is the wrong way.
Through all kind
What
of...
are the walls?
Go ahead.
Are the walls here, are they... Is it like it was dug out, or are they smooth like they were more like constructed?
Well, dug out and constructed, it's kind of the same thing.
But what I mean is, what was it built to just be a mining tunnel? You know, it's like all rough and everything, or was it smoothed out like it was going to be used for something?
I'd say with your background, your stone cutting intelligence on this, you'd be able to recognize that at one point this was kind of dug out as someone was trying to, excavate or find precious minerals or ores in this thing.
Okay, so it's just like mining pockets is what it is.
Right. But you guys will see occasionally as you are looking all around these things up in the ceiling and kind of up on the walls a bit, those little bitty holes that look like they're just the right size for possibly a goblin to fit in as well. That's pretty much throughout every little corridor like this. You guys will notice little spots up on the ceiling that I'm not sure if it's the shadows playing tricks on your eyes or if it really is like some kind of a small hole or something up in them.
And fuck goblins.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do to him. Better set him on fire.
That's the best thing you can do to them? I thought you hated them, not loved them. Jeez, David.
Well, you use the sword.
Oh, jeez. All right. So Indon's going to pop his head in here and say, come on, guys, what's going on? Are we going that way or not?
Dead end, unless you see something down here.
Talking to who?
We were chatting about how awesome it is to kill goblins and done. Relax.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk around, like, tap my axe against the wall, see if I hear anything that sounds hollow. It's like up in here, it's this area, the opening.
you tap on the walls?
Yeah, with like the haft of my axe, I wanna just listen.
As you rap on the walls, it sounds pretty solid. I mean, you can hear a bunch of echoes going all throughout the cavern, and you're assuming from those little holes, whatever, up in the ceiling. There are a couple of decent-sized holes. I say decent for goblins that you'll see up in this corner and up in this corner. But you can't see anything. It's you don't see any little beady eyes or nothing moving like that.
Okay.
Did you actually
This is a
think
dead
there'd be a
end.
door there?
I was
It's a
wondering
wall.
how honeycombed this place is.
Oh. You know, bees make honeycombs, not dwarves.
Let's just move on.
Right, and Don says, okay, we're moving on.
Hey, Corn, I think I'm getting to him.
Good.
Moving somewhere else.
Down here.
Wait, there was a forge back there. Wait, I'll keep that in mind for later.
Yeah, we're going to need to find a place to camp eventually, guys. That place filled up last night might be a perfect place.
If we don't find a way out of this friggin' area.
No, I can get us out of here. That's not a problem.
And Don kind of mumbles something about only crazy earth dwellers, sunlight dwellers. Ugh, I can't stand it down here. Oops, not the goblin.
Yeah, well, it's not my best place either, but...
Ben takes a deep breath and says, "Ah, that earthy smell."
Wonder what's this way, Fuha.
I'm not sure if anyone else, but Hindon's kind of keeping a watch on the ceilings as you guys are going through as well, because he seems to recall that
Yeah, of course.
this room back here is where something kind of dropped down, and matter of fact, that globe is not there anymore. Moved out of the way.
Given by now. We're literally paranoid about everywhere. Isn't that the idea?
Well, there's the hole we went pig fishing in. Maybe they're
Where's
down
that
there.
hole?
It's right over here.
I mean, can someone explore it a little better than a pig?
Well, we could ask him what he saw. Oh, well, he's not here now.
No, sadly.
He told you what he saw, and pig, and a few oinks, didn't he?
Oink oinks.
Yeah.
Can you
Some
recap what he
big
saw?
cave, big...
You need me to recap what he told you? Or do you remember? Something
Something about a big cave and spiders, if I remember right. Or something. Something about something eating his bacon. He was screaming too much about the rope, the knots in the rope slipping.
I don't think either one of them even knew that happened. They just got lucky that it actually held.
No, I tie good knots.
I've seen your knots. They're really good knots.
Best
For a Cub
knots.
Scout.
Well, Andon moved a little closer to the hole over here and says, well, I'm no guy when it comes to Underdark here, but looks like we have two options. We can either go down this hole, we can see what's further up this corridor here.
There's a corridor over there?
I'm not a big fan of going down small holes.
Of small holes. Shame. It's a damn shame.
Well, then I say we go this way.
Fuha's already walking that way.
Yeah, she's like right behind him.
We already got enough out of that hole, so...
So I think from there, Fuha will be able to see that
We got a pig out of it.
another 20, 25 feet up, you'll see another cliff that goes up by 8 or 10 feet to another platform. And it looks like from that distance that there's a bunch of rubble blocking the passageway there to go any further.
Caved in, essentially.
What do you see,
Oh,
Fuha?
shit.
Would Fuha share that with
He just turns to Tegan and says, "It's caved in."
Well, how bad? Let's go look.
Okay. How high is the step up? Like how tall?
That's about 8 to 10 feet up.
Okay.
As long as you guys
So-
help each other, I'm not going to make you roll to get up that. You guys can help each other get up there if you want.
Yeah, and boost each other up.
Tiga starts to stir up his hands and realizes he only has one hand. He goes,
Sure, I'll give you a boost up. I'm sure.
let's try it the other way around.
Fly up.
No, it's like 4 inches shorter than Ben too, so he's like 4'3". No, 4'4".
That 1 inch, they're real big on that, I bet. All right, so
Yeah.
who's going to take a closer look up here?
Sulso is flying up there.
No flying for me.
Warwick goes ahead and flies up. If anyone needs a hand, I'll help you guys up.
Well, it looks like Usul is the only one up there so far. Usul, you going to take a closer look? You're going to stay right there.
Oh.
Ben just sprints up and jumps.
Tiga finds the foothold and starts climbing.
All right, Warwick, your passive perception.
I'll wait where I'm at.
Usul. All right, so even from that far back, you'll see there's a very small opening. It's like it used to be a doorway right there in front of where Warwick is standing. So it goes into another room over there. You guys can't quite fit through there. It's pretty damn small and tight, like maybe a foot wide. But you can definitely see there's another room or something over there.
The dwarf fit through it.
No, you're just too damn wide.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair call.
It's fair to say
got
that
a
you think
hammer.
that a goblin could probably fit through there, but not any of you guys. Maybe a gnome.
Is it just rock?
Yeah, it's this whole portion of it's been kind of caved in. See boulders and rocks kind of caved in the rest of whatever this room was, and half of this doorway has been caved in as well.
Does it look like we could
Okay.
shift it, make enough room for one of us to get through?
Does it look like you can shift it?
Yeah.
Give me a nature or a wisdom check, whichever's better for you.
I'm a ranger. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks pretty sturdy from your understanding.
I'd like to pull out my hammer and think about trying to bust some rubble away.
Think about it.
I wouldn't advise it. You could cause a cave-in, and we could all be crushed.
Well, there's one way to get past it, Usul. You going or me?
Go ahead. I was, yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but go right ahead.
Tegan shifts into the form of a mouse and starts going through the hallway.
Ah, okay. Can you move yourself over there? I gotta do it for you.
I got it already.
There you go. All right, so to get in the mouse form, when you walk into this room, what you see appears to have been, from what you can tell, an old tavern hall. There's a large hearth over in the corner, some kind of a fireplace or a stove or something there. Old rotten tables and chairs been thrown all over the floor. A few old torn, tattered tapestries on the wall, and there is another door over here on the western wall.
Is the door open or closed?
Let me check. It's a jar. Let's put it that way. It's a jar by a couple inches.
So I could go over, walk across and peek through to see what I see beyond.
A giant ogre stepped on you. No. You look inside
Yeah,
here.
probably.
You poking your head through the door?
Yeah.
I can just imagine an ogre like shutting the door on you and just squashing the mouse, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, well.
Inside this room, you see a bunch of empty and broken casks, a few broken barrels as well, littered the floor. It has a very old, I'm not sure if it's a musky smell or something, but give me a Wiz 10 check here. See if you can determine what this is.
Wisdom check?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I hit the save button. Sorry. Should have kept the save.
I mean, they have the same modifier anyway, so it's not like it changes.
Yeah, you can't quite figure out what that smell is.
Hmm.
There's another door to the north as well. And that door is open.
Is it? Okay, I'm gonna walk in there and see if it goes on.
Before you move, I'm going to ask the other guys, are you guys content with just sitting there waiting for this mouse to crawl in there to where you guys can't even see him anymore?
No, I'm going to change into a normal spider and attempt to follow him.
A normal spider?
Not a giant spider, just a
Okay.
a smallish spider.
Right next to Warak too, right? I don't know if he's scared of small spiders too or not.
It's a good thing I'm watching him.
Alright, so you can go ahead and change. You can fit that there's a small spider. I got no problem with that. So you guys will see Usul slowly kind of transform into this little tiny spider and crawl in there behind the mouse. Any other guys want to do anything else? You guys going to wait there and kind of hope to hear back?
Yeah, I'll wait.
And Don's going down at the bottom of the cliff, up on his tippy toe. What's going on? What's going on?
Can I inspect the rubble to see if I think that we could possibly move any to make the hole larger without making it all collapse?
Well, of course you can. Give me a nature or wisdom check with advantage since you have stone cutting. There you go.
Look at that.
You think that you could probably spend maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes to kind of safely make an opening big enough for one of you guys to fit through? You seem to think that it could be pretty sturdy.
Hmm.
And as I catch up to Tegan, I'd like to also, if that smell is still permeating, I'd like to see if I can tell what that is too.
Okay. Just the whiz 10 is all it is. Oh yeah. You walk in there and you can smell the pungent smell of it. It's old and it's definitely fermented and no longer good, but this you're pretty sure was some kind of ale storage in here.
Not the ale.
Alright, so I'm going to rule that, Baron, you are going to go ahead and try to work your way through there or not?
On one hand, I'd like to be able to go in there. On the other, it could cause a cave-in.
Your decision. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Fine, yeah, we're moving stuff. We're moving rocks.
Alright, so Tegan,
If anyone wants to help me.
You'll hear Baron back there kind of pull out one of his hammers and start kind of carefully knocking away on some of this stone and rubble in the doorway over there. What you guys do with that information is up to you.
Tegan's just back into human form.
Alright?
I'm going to move up onto the ceiling of the cave, try to blend in with some shadows and make sure nothing sneaks up on me.
Alright, give me a stealth.
He watches you go up, and then he's gonna go back over here and hollow through the hole. Hey, there's a tavern over here.
The what?
A tavern.
Okay.
Fuhal will walk up next to Baron and then get out his hammer and say, "Why didn't you say so?" And start backing on the wall as well. Alright, so I need Baron and Fuhal, unless someone else is going to help. Pretty much 2 words, all I can fit in there. I work on this hallway here. I don't want to rule this. Give me just a straight up wisdom check to see how you're doing on knocking boulders all the way.
Okay.
Give me 2 of them since I said 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Very nice.
And you want Fuhar to do it too?
Yep.
Okay. Do a second one, and then Fuhar as well.
Okay, one more from each
Let's
other.
hope he doesn't collapse it on us.
Oh! Oh, look at that. Okay, so Baron's up there. He's making real good
Jesus.
progress. I mean, he's almost got all the way through, and then Fuhal's right there next to him working on it. And for every foot of progress that Baron makes, Fuhal knocks that much more rubble back down his way. So you're going to be another 15, 30 minutes to dig out because Fuhal's undoing everything you're doing, Baron.
What's taking you guys so long?
That is the worst.
All right, so while they're doing that, anybody else want to do anything on that side of the wall with the two dwarves?
I'm gonna walk over and check the other door out. Yeah.
Okay, what about the guys on the same side as the dwarves? Anything else you guys want to do? You're gonna sit there and watch the dwarves work at it.
I tell him to stop because he's just not good.
You're gonna do it by yourself then?
Yes, I'm doing it by myself.
Okay, no pressure. All right, so let's let Tegan do some further since you're working on that before you get through. All right, so Tegan, you went in first in human form.
Yes.
Usul, did you ever give me a stealth to see if you're hidden up in the ceiling there? Did you do that and I missed it?
There we go.
That spider's doing a really good job of hiding.
I was going to give you advantage too because you're so small, but it didn't matter. There. Okay.
Well, I know.
Here's
when I'm actually in spider form, I should have some like a plus something to that.
Yeah, unless it's like a
plus your dexterity or whatever.
Yeah, unless it's like a plus 4 is probably not going to matter, but okay.
T listen goes, you're being obvious as crap. There's no spiders like that down here.
Okay, Tegan, when you walk in this room, you see pretty much more of the same bunch of, but it's more compact. Looks like the first room may have been like where they would kind of sort them through for serving. Here's like the main storage of it. You see several barrels that are stacked on top of each other. A lot of them are broken, busted out the sides and everything. You also see there's some shelves along the right side here with various types of brewery supplies. A bunch of them have been kind of pulled off the shelves and strewn about the floor, but looks like there was more storage here and some supplies for making stuff.
Does anything look like it might still be intact? I mean, I know it's older than crap, but is it intact?
Well, you don't have that skill, do you? Brewery supplies?
No.
So give me a wisdom check to see if you can recognize if this is good or not. Ooh, okay. Even with your very basic skills of brewing or what you've seen, a lot of it's really old. Some of the tubes and the large pots that stuff was used to like ferment and cook in could possibly be used again. They need some excessive cleaning and possibly some small repairs. But you can tell it hasn't been used in a while.
Okay. Is there another exit that I can see, or is everything blocked?
Let me double check. I don't think. Oh, yeah, that one's open. Again, it's like it wasn't a door. It looks like a bunch of stone has been kind of knocked away with picks or hammers or something right there. And there's a long corridor heading further towards the north inside there.
I kind of look down the corridor and see if I can see anything. I don't want to go in without the rest of the group and just kind of waiting.
What's your passive perception? 17. That's pretty dang good. All right, so you can see just in the first few feet of this hallway, it is like packed pretty tight in there. Matter of fact, any movement you get in there is going to be at not disadvantage. It's going to be difficult terrain because it is just packed full of broken crates, and there's like there at one time could have been shelves on the walls, but all those have been kind of broken down or pulled down all over the floor. You can see more brewery / tavern type supplies. Most of it's like broken and brittle from what you can see, but this entire hallway is like packed full of all kinds of just trash. or broken stuff, from what you can tell from here.
Okay. Let me go back in the room because I can know they're still digging the hole to come through. Go back with the room where the barrels are at. I want to try to find one of the most intact barrels I can find. I want at least one whole side to look like it's solid.
Back in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, imagine between both the rooms, you're able to find at least one decent-sized barrel. When I say barrel, it's something maybe like, 2 foot tall by, a foot and a half round in diameter.
Right.
It's like a keg.
Like a baby keg or something like that.
Okay. Tegan wants to bring that over into the other room where he's waiting for the rest of the group to come through. And he's going to set it just where they can see it. Says, I found something for you. But he only shows them the side that's solid.
Of course you do.
That's just mean.
It's incentive.
All right, so Tegan and Usul, you guys want to do anything else? Whether they continue kind of digging through here? Or are you going to sit there?
I'm going to wait on him.
Usul, anything else for you? I'll take that as a no. All right, so Baron, you're able to kind of eventually make a decent-sized hole for everyone to fit through. It'll be a tight fit for someone to get through, but everyone can get through it. Get on through to the other room where Tegan is, if you want to.
Are we all going?
I want to get out of this stuffy hallway.
Fuhal will be the first one through.
Fuha just walks on. He just goes on through. Well, he doesn't walk. He crawls through.
Hey, I found you a keg, Fuha.
Imagine Fuhal's going to look at that keg right back and pick it up. And he's like, "Oi, it's empty."
There's the thing over to drink, and instead I found a keg.
Fuhal sets it back
All right,
down.
I'm
The shovel
sorry
down
about
the
that,
corner.
guys. I'm back.
All right, Corn. So Baron's made the hole big enough where you guys can kind of squeeze through there. It's a tight fit, but you guys can get through there. I don't know how much you heard or missed on that one, Corn, but Tegan found a smaller little cask, like a mini keg, pony keg, and he had that sitting on the floor right in front of you guys as they were coming through. And Fuhal was the first one through and got kind of pissed off because it was empty.
Good work, Tegan.
So, through the door there, and take a right, and there's a long hallway. Oh, and there's a still back there, too.
Fuhal's ears will kind of perk up at that.
And it actually looks usable, Fuha.
So he'll walk back there. Just, oi,
Oh, well, I mean,
there's spiders in here. He starts swatting at this spiders up on the ceiling, but he can't quite reach it.
oh, there's no way he can reach it.
Go ahead and walk forward a bit. Check out this room. See the spiders on the ceiling. I don't like it too much. Hey, duck.
Yeah, this room, like I said before, this is a little bit more sparse as far as containers. A lot of stuff is broken. You can definitely get the strong smell of old ale in this room. But the room further back here is a little more tightly packed with more debris, and along the eastern walls, most of the brewery supply.
Hey,
Did you shoot fire at that spider?
At the ceiling.
Oh,
Taking care of business.
you shot fire?
Clean the
Sorry,
house.
I totally missed that.
He did.
Yeah, he shot a firebolt at...
And
Well, I
spiders have an AC of
Yeah,
12.
Yeah, what is your AC, Usul?
My AC?
Yeah, what's your AC?
Mm.
As a spider, your AC is 12 in the monster manual.
Yeah.
All right, and I played Defenders Win Ties, so you would have been the last second to Morak kind of raise up a hand and kind of throw some big flame at you, and you kind of bounce away at the last second to avoid getting singed and cooked.
He kind of leans back through as he sees the firebolt and goes, "You know that's Usul, right?"
Oh shit, no?
Yeah, he's been lurking up there ever since I got in here.
I had no idea.
Well, it is.
Uh,
There's a tunnel down here.
I look at him. How singed does he look?
He'll live.
I think I
Okay.
should go down the hallway nearer the enemies where it's safer.
I mean, you would have done actually a decent amount of damage considering spiders have 1 hit point.
Man, you guys will see the exact same thing at Tegan said. This hallway is just littered with all kinds of debris. More casks. You can see maybe some tavern chairs, a few broken tables, just all kinds of stuff. Just the entire length of this hallway will be difficult terrain if you guys want to try to navigate your way through there. Just imagine.
I think I'd like to go down there on the ceiling.
That's probably a little bit safer bet. You will see there are a few those little pocketed. You're not quite sure from this distance. You'll know when you get closer if there's any holes or anything in the ceiling.
If we want to try to navigate that, I'm thinking about using one of my inspiration cards.
That's up to you, man. I'm not going to tell you can't use it.
Okay.
Is it all made of wood?
Yeah, are they made of wood actually?
Is everything made of wood? Like, is it just chairs and wooden shelves and everything?
I'd say from Warwick, just give me a DC 10. Your passive perception. No, your passive perception's 9. So
Yep.
Warwick's going to think, yeah, it's all wood.
Alright, hey everyone, get out of the way.
Oh.
Good. Catch everything on fire.
So what is the card you're playing? I don't see the card.
Oh, well, I was thinking about using my stomping grounds, but if everything's made of wood, I'm just gonna burn it away.
That was my plan as well, but
Are you sharing this, everybody, or you're just doing it?
I'm catching everything on fire right now.
Okay.
it just happened.
That asks your permission. You'll see Fuhawk going.
Ah,
You see Fuhawk on the slack and says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? There could be more brewing stuff in there. There could be beer in there. What are you doing?"
no.
All right, so
Yeah, my thoughts too.
It's probably
Phil.
poison. It's been down here forever. You don't
That
want to drink
beer
it,
would be
really.
so stale.
all right, so this
There
is
could be
just
wine.
a firebolt, which catches everything within. What's the ruling on that? Just anything that's flammable when it hits, basically.
It'll hit something and that'll start to burn, and then I guess it'll start to spread.
All right, so
There's the description for you.
1 second, I'm pulling up some fire tokens here so I can basically catch
Yeah.
this entire freaking hallway on fire.
Fire. A flammable
fire
object
tokens.
hit by the spell ignites it if it isn't being worn or carried.
All right,
And
so-
yeah, so however many rounds it takes, I'm just going to go ahead and keep shooting.
And I'm going to go ahead and revert back so I'm not up on the ceiling when all that smoke rolls out.
Oh, there you are.
God.
All right, so you see the fire just kind of slowly growing as it's going down further in the hallway. You don't really,
Get down low.
you only shot about 3 of them, but the rest of it just kind of slowly making its way all the way down the hallway here. And it's just engulfed in flames all the way down there. You see a few little sparks or small little explosions. You're not sure what it is, but everything in there is just a flame at this point. And yeah, like
Alcohol.
Russell said, there's a lot of smoke that's rolling out into this room to the point where it's probably about head height for most of you, except for the dwarves.
Can we tell if there's any going into those? You said we saw some what looked to be holes up in the ceilings. Is there any smoke going into those?
I think actually I said you can't tell if there's holes or not. You'd have to get a closer look.
Okay. Okay.
That is what I said, right, Usul?
Sure.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yep.
Okay. All right, so this is going to take probably a good 20, 30 minutes if you just want to let it burn itself out. Is that you guys' intentions, or anything else you're going to do here?
Tegan's just shaking his head at work. So
It already happened.
Yeah, let me check what's in here again one more time. Make sure there's not something else that's going to explode.
Hey, Once
I mean,
we get
if there's
civilization,
alcohol in
I'll buy a
there-
brand.
And at this point, what options do we really have?
Well, we could put it out.
Oh yeah.
Really?
There's definitely a few small explosions while you're inside here as well. You're not really sure what it is, but you'll see. Here, I'll make one of these flames a little bit bigger because something did explode while you're in here.
Ooh.
And the flame got bigger and brighter at this point.
Is it like a gunpowder explosion, or is it just sort of like a big gout of fire?
Okay, where are you at, Baron? Are you
Is
looking
that
down the hallway, or are you kind of just trying to peek around the corner?
Peeking around the corner, yeah.
So you're trying to determine what caused this big explosion. Give me a wisdom check, please. Baron, Warwick, and Tegan. Since you guys are in front, each of you guys can give me a wisdom check to see if you can determine what actually caused that explosion.
I got a 20.
Okay, let me go and see what everybody else does. If I got to make fun of them or not, or if they'll be okay. Come on, Tegan. What's it going to be? Tegan, you there? All right, so I guess we maybe lost Tegan there.
Good.
Baron, you definitely saw
No,
that.
I'm here. I just can't see anything.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll rule that you three were you could probably do it. All right, Baron. So you'll notice that as that thing explodes, it explodes like it's some kind of a liquid that caused that. Whether it's some kind of like a lamp oil or something else flammable like that. But that's what you believe caused that small explosion down the hallway.
Okay.
What do I think?
With a 13. You're not really sure what it was that exploded. All you know is that it gets a little warmer as you stand there at the end.
Guys, I just saved this from one of those goblin traps.
Yeah, possibly. Tiggett's pulling an arrow out of his pack, and I was quivering and reaching around to find a piece of bacon. He's cut. He's wrapping around the air, and he's like sticking it down the hallway to roast it.
Alright, so that big explosion will eventually kind of die down a little bit, but that section of the hallway is definitely a lot more blackened than the other parts.
Maybe next time not burn the place down before we check what's in there.
I mean, I guess technically we're kind of safe, because it's very hard to burn stone, but...
And the way I'm looking at it, if there was something in there that could have hurt us, I took care of it.
And the way I'm looking at everything within anywhere near here knows where we're at now because of all the smoke.
So speaking
I
of
say
smoke,
let him come on.
just need a quick little check here. Is everyone except for Baron and Fuha going to stand straight up and get their faces in the smoke, or are they kind of hunkered down a little bit?
Tigger would have sunk down out of the smoke.
Yeah. Down.
Yeah, I'm not dumb enough that when I see smoke coming not to duck, so I'll duck.
All right, so I ask again, it's your intention to kind of sit here and wait for this to kind of die down?
I would suggest that Work use his boots and try to fan those flames down the hallway.
It's Tigger's intention to finish roasting this slab of bacon.
All right, so if you guys are going to try to kind of smash the flames down as you go down in there, who's taking the lead on that? Is that you, Warwick?
Yeah, I will.
You going to do it right away? You going to wait for it to die down a little bit? I'm just trying to figure out the time is what I'm asking.
Oh,
guys.
I want it to die down a little bit to where I think that I can probably stomp out most of the flames with my boots.
Okay, so it's probably going to be another 10, maybe 15 minutes before it's to the point where you can probably stomp it out as you work your way down through there. Anything more than that, it's going to be higher than your boots.
I'm okay with that if everyone else is.
Okay.
All right, so let me start kind of dwindling down these little flames here. So again, after 15 minutes, I'm not going to have you do a check because you wearing plate, probably got these big ass steel boots, kind of stomp them all down. I mean, it's not quite as I guess clustered as it was before. It's not difficult terrain anymore, but it's definitely a lot of debris and ashes and everything all throughout the hallway now.
How did we do that?
sorry?
Oh, I was clearing the path.
Oh.
We didn't really have to, did we?
Yeah, we did. It was in the way.
We could have just stepped through all the broken things. Oh, whatever. Let's go on.
And what if there was something important? Never mind.
There wasn't.
As he's munching bacon.
You saw that giant explosion. Like I said, I saved us from one of those traps to the goblins.
I'm pretty sure that was a barrel of alcohol.
If it was...
And Fu-Ha would have wanted to drink it.
High concentration alcohol is flammable.
Well, what's down the hallway?
100-year-old bourbon.
It could have been. Could have been the finest bourbon ever.
I take it. So as you go down the hallway, you'll see other pieces of broken glass and casks, but most of it was wooden. You see there maybe some remnants of maybe something hanging on the wall. You're not sure what it was, but it's all been torched at this point. And where you stand right here, there is a stone door that's closed to you guys.
Hey, there's a door here, guys. Tika tries the
Locked?
doorknob.
T does what? I'm sorry?
Tika tries the doorknob, see if he can open it.
You burn your hand because it's like scalding hot. Take one hit point of damage for scalding your hand. So now you have a wooden
He
arm
looks at
and a hand
he looks
with
at
a
it
blister.
work, very unhappy.
Hey, I'm not the one to put my hand on something that's been burning.
And I wouldn't have done it to burn the room down either.
Step out of the way. I'll kick it down.
Hang on. Made of stone. You're gonna break your leg.
No, I won't.
You're not kicking in a wooden door. It's made of stone.
Hey, I'm only...
I unstrap.
But
I unstrap a crowbar from my bag and I say, "We'll use this instead."
okay.
There's an easier way.
What's that?
We could just pour some water on the doorknob and cool it down.
Uh,
Do you have some?
Conduction. There's a lot of heat there. You know. Fine, try it.
Someone got a water skin they're going to do that with? Is that you guys' plan?
Yeah, Tika uses water skin.
Okay. It'll probably take, several little douses of your water skin to kind of cool it down a little bit.
After the first douse, he says, "Wait a minute, this is stupid." He pours water on the end of his cloak and then wraps the cloak around his hand, opens the doorknob.
I was wondering if someone was going to do that. But okay, that works good too. All right, so you grab the door latch and kind of pull it open. And let's see, what do you see as you open the door? As you look in here, you can see there's a lot of smoke damage in here, but it looks like for the most part, it was able to keep from getting torched like the rest of the room over there. And it's like a small living quarters with no broken bed, empty broken footlocker at the end of it, and a small desk still partially intact up in one corner.
I think we should do a good search of this room.
Knock yourself out. I'll stay here. We know how well I'll search for things.
I'd like to also search the room.
Okay, only two of you can fit in.
Let's have a look around.
It's a really small room.
Oh, okay.
So you guys decide amongst yourself who's going to do the investigation in there.
I got a 0+0 on my investigation, so.
Me too.
pretty good at investigating. So, should I go ahead and roll my investigate?
You guys decide. I don't hear any objections, so I guess go ahead. All right, so Warak, what exactly? Well, it doesn't matter. The 13 or more, so you investigate everything. In the footlocker, yeah, it's kind of broken and tattered, but you find some old clothes in there, some boots, some old tattered, moth-ridden, probably got some few spiders in there as well, some blankets, and what appears to be a small clockwork dragon inside the desk as you're rummaging through what's left of it. And one of the drawers you find a few handwritten letters written in Dwarvish. I don't know if you can read Dwarvish or not.
I can.
Okay.
We had a conversation in Dwarvish last time,
that's
so...
right. That's right. Okay. So as you kind of scan through some of the letters, you'll see that most of them look like they're some form of a love letter from someone named Dainso. And another...
Dainso?
Let me copy and paste it. Dainso. Isn't that an awesome name for a girl?
That's a classic and beautiful female dwarven name.
And in one of the other drawers in the desk, you can also find a journal on some different types of brewery recipes.
Go ahead and get one of those, and after we're done searching this room, I'm gonna share with the rest of the group. Yeah, I found this toy, this clockwork dragon thing, and to make up for any alcohol that may have been destroyed, here's a recipe book.
We can't drink a book.
I think Fuha would pocket that, because, I mean...
Yeah, Fuha's ears would definitely perk up to that. So sure.
I mean, generally, all dwarves have a trade. Generally. And his might be brewing, who knows?
And if anybody's into some smut, here's some romance books. I don't really care for it.
Ben takes that.
Fuha will kind of nudge you on the side and kind of wink at you like, yeah, okay, we got something to read later.
You can read?
You can't read Dwarvish.
Can I make is there any kind of way, can someone detect if this is magical in some way? This toy?
Can I sniff it?
You can sniff it all you want. I don't think anybody here has detect magic, dude. I think Kirill did, but he's not here tonight.
I just want to smell the toy.
There's so many places I can go with this, but I'm not going there. All right.
Can I make
the same thing?
Can I make an Arcana check on it? See if it has any kind of magical properties?
Let me figure out how I want to rule this. Technically, that's not a way to detect magic. It's able to determine if you know how to do a certain kind of magic. Tell you what, I'll let you do that,
like
but
maybe
DC is going to be really high, 25.
Okay. Maybe it'll have some kind of runes on it or something. Never know.
Now, if you look it over, you take a couple of parts, you try to kind of move it around, see if anything's functioning on it. And it looks like, for the most part, it's rusted solid shut. The parts that may have been moving at one point are no longer moving. And you can't discern any type of specific type of runes or any kind of script or anything written on it.
Well, if anybody doesn't want this, I'm just going to set it on the ground here. You can get it yourself.
I'll take it.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll go and I'll hand it to him.
All right, so make sure you add that to your inventory sheet. If you ever want to do something with that later.
Currently doing that.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty obvious. You'll see the same thing that Warwick did. It's none of the parts on it, if they ever were moving, are not moving now. Most of it's kind of rusted solid, but it's made from a pretty decent kind of steel, where you would think if you kind of clean it up a little bit, it might be functioning again, but wouldn't know until you spend some more time with it. All right.
I don't know what use you're going to have with that. It doesn't seem like you can do anything with it to me. Maybe if you find some kid, you can give it to him.
I'd be able to fix it. Who knows? Was a love letter to or from Dainso?
I think it was from. Let me pull it up again and double check. Yes, it was from a girl named, or a dwarven girl named Dainso. Tegan, did you go all the way down to the end of the hall? Oh, Warwick just did.
Yeah, Wart
Well,
just did. Tiga's was standing outside the door watching him go through the chest and crap.
I can put myself back over there if you want. I just figured we were done with the room, so I went ahead and went back into the hall.
All right, but your passive perception is too bad. So.
All right.
Awful passive perception.
We all have our own shining moments. This is not one of mine.
All right, I will say that. Go give me a whiz 10, Warwick. Let's do that.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Give me a wisdom 10 check.
Okay. Already? Nope.
Oh! Oh!
All right.
Looks like a dead end.
Yes, it does.
Tiga turns. Okay, well, hey Sparky, is there anything down there?
Woof. No, I just look around. I don't touch the walls or anything. No, it doesn't look like anything. You can give it a look if you want.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Let me
You're
squeeze
not.
by some of
You're
you.
not the brightest.
Hey, watch how you say that. I'm pretty smart. I'm not good at catching on to things.
Yeah, you just torched the whole room for no reason.
Hey, I'm book smart. All right.
Book smart, he's not world smart.
Yeah, he's something smart. We'll take a look around, Brian. See what I can see.
All right, give me another wisdom check. Just a 10. There you go. All right, you find it very, very odd that this room just ends at a dead end right here. Now, unless you're doing something else to actually look around or investigate whatever, that's pretty much what you've gathered from in this hallway.
I was thinking, it's very weird that the hall extends past a room and then there's nothing else.
Yeah, so he kind of looks at the doors. Goes, whenever you all dig hallways, don't they normally go somewhere, not like just stop?
It generally goes somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, there's no point to digging the hallway.
That's was kind of what I thought. Okay, I started looking around to see if I can't like tap on the walls and try to see if I can't find a door or something that's not obvious.
All right, give me an investigation check. And everyone that's within eye shot of Tiga will see him kind of feeling around this door down here.
Like fondling a
Like
door.
say I'm peeking around the corner.
All right, so you find a couple peculiar spots in the wall that don't quite make sense to you. You can't find any kind of like a hidden latch or a lever or a door or anything like that, but it just seems odd to you. Did you guys catch that, or did I cut out?
No, I caught it.
Okay. You do anything with that, Tegan?
Is that Tegan?
Did we lose Tegan?
You
Perhaps
just
one of the dwarves should go down there and check it out.
I can if you want me to. I think Tegan's having issues with audio because he just changed voice channels and it. Sure, what's going on? Anyway,
Well, go ahead and roll me an investigation, Baron, if you're going to.
alrighty, let's see what happens.
You get at advantage.
On good roll.
Okay, that was weird.
Oh God! No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, Baron, with advantage. I can't. Oh man, that's pretty good, man.
Oh, what did he roll?
A 2 and
I'm
a
not
4.
thinking. Oh God.
A 2 and a
All
4.
right, Baron. So you kind of walk up there and you kind of shush Tegan out of the way. So let a dwarf look at this. And you walk up there and you put your hands all around it and you look back at Tegan, like kind of over your shoulder a little bit, and you look around a little bit more. You look down the bottom, and you're really high, like you can't really reach anything. And you look back at Tegan and says, "Nope, there's no secret door here."
Hey, like I told you, there's nothing here. Next time you should just take my word on it.
Wow.
Maybe whoever made this was an idiot.
Yeah, quite possibly.
A dwarf must not have made it then.
Fuha, get up here and look at this thing.
You see Fuha kind of
Comes up and looks,
kind of
pushes past some couple people.
They'd be snickering at Baron on his way up there. You got to roll for him, Baron? You me too.
Yeah, I can roll for it. He doesn't have a modifier to his investigation either, so it's just an intelligence check.
Oh, he gets out.
Oh my god.
He's a dwarf. He has stone gun. All right, so he walks up and he sticks his hand on one little spot of the wall, and he looks back over at Tegan and Baron and kind of sighs a little bit. He didn't even look at the wall. He takes his other hand,
Pushes it in.
and he pushes one little stone on the wall while he's looking back at you guys, and you see a stone door kind of roll away.
Huh.
And on the other side, you guys will see the temple that you guys were previously in. I'll go move Fuha in there.
Look at that.
Great. We walked in a big circle.
That's great.
We're nowhere near finding... What was his name again? Kmart? Kirill? Kirill!
Kmart.
Kmart. His name was Kmart. Never find him, that's what we're gonna start calling him.
Okay, the guy may go over the
And
other
Sparky,
recap.
I thought you said there wasn't a door there.
You talking to Warwick or Baron?
Warwick.
I don't think he's given me a nickname yet. We shall see.
Alright, so Fuha
Oh,
kind of
I
walks
didn't
there, his
think-
hands on his hip, kind of shaking his head up and down, kind of looking all cocky. Says, "Yeah, who's the great secret door finder now?"
Good job.
You're on your home turf. Makes you both find it. It was an easy one. So, we walked in a circle. We're no close to finding Kirill or the other guy. I say we leave him.
No!
I can't leave them here without at least knowing they're dead. Will you tell me that they're dead?
Well,
They're dead.
Alright, well let's go, guys.
But
I feel really bad about leaving Kirill behind, but
no, we're not
I'm at a
leaving.
loss.
Ways, this
It's
place is a
not like we didn't look
maze.
for we didn't look for them, and we walked in a big circle.
Went down
We wouldn't
one
do this if I was above
passage.
ground.
We went down one passage. We've not even really tried to look. We've lost 2 people to this place. We need to find them.
And Endan will walk in behind you guys and kind of scratch his head a little bit and look around and says, "Well, I guess there's only one path left, isn't there? Right? Isn't that right?"
Yeah, I guess.
Until it
Right.
branches off into 3 more paths.
At which point we'll split into 3 parties, and we'll send Sparky down one by himself.
That's not a good idea. Have you seen my profile picture?
What's a profile?
It's this weird dwarven thing. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, speaking of your token, why do you have that little knight thing on your token, Baron? Do you remember what that was for?
No, it's not for any reason. I just was looking through and was like, hey, why not?
Okay.
I'm the tank, technically. Have a little fortress symbol on me.
All right, I was going to have everybody roll just a basic wisdom 10 check to see if you remember all the different ways that you haven't gone, and I'll just share with you guys. So right now, you guys know that based on where you are right now, the one place you have to go is down the hole where you went fishing with Piggy, unless you go back up top and go down one of the other holes that you guys saw. So that is basically your 2 options. Just scroll back over to the right. Make sure you guys didn't miss anything over there. Oh yeah, there was another hole, if you guys recall, in the first corridor when you guys first came out, and where Kirill turned that globe into a, what was it, a greater healing potion, I think it was? So you got two holes that are like those really slick sliding holes that the miners use to kind of drop their debris to a lower section. Or you can go back up top and go down one of the manholes that was on the surface.
I guess back to the top, guys.
Back to the top?
Yeah, I'm not going down that scary hole that the pig went down.
It's fine. I mean, he came out completely unscathed. My rope is the best rope ever. It's perfect.
Yeah, just the amount of optimism you have in that statement makes me doubt you.
Yeah, one of the knots nearly slipped. It came out in my bag.
Remind me if we ever go on a boat, not to let him tie it up before we leave.
Been on a boat.
I will.
Yeah, I think up and back down one of the holes and see if we can have better luck down there.
All right, so everybody's going back up to the surface, the same way you're going out the same way you came in, correct?
It's the only way
Okay.
Tegan knows to go.
Okay, so only got
Guys, I'm a little lost.
Well, luckily for you, Tegan has Natural Explorer. He's not going to get lost.
Okay.
Alright, so one quick question I got for you guys are, when it comes to the flowing magma river that Indon almost died in, how are you guys planning on crossing that?
We get
Assist everyone.
we should get the guy who can fly to help us across, probably.
Yeah. Great idea.
Just rather not fall in lava.
Alright, so just knock about 10 more minutes
Magma.
off of your the time left on your boots, Lorak. And
Okay.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tell you what, give me 3 athletic strength checks, just to make sure you can hold
Okay.
everybody across. If you fail one of those, then I'll have you do something else.
No problem.
No, you got DC 12 and all 3 of them, so good enough. You can get everybody across that magma river, no problem. And you guys are going all the way back up top to the surface, or are you going to that little middle section where Kirill's wanting to destroy the air makeup machine? How far are you guys going?
Right now I'm just being a lemming, so you guys choose.
I'd say back at least to the air machine, then we can decide from there.
Okay, so let me zoom out, see if that was on this map, or if I gotta take you to a different one.
And since we started, how much time has passed? Time to get back to where we're going?
Since you started up top,
No, since we started the session tonight.
I think I said it was around 3 a.m. I think when you guys started this session, I'll rule this has been maybe an hour and a half tops. No, longer than that, because Fuhal and Baron spent half an hour digging through that. So I'll say 2 hours.
Okay, so we got about 2 hours left on the spell then. That's what I was concerned about.
Okay. You think if you guys don't run into any issues on your way back, you can probably get back up to the surface in 30, 45 minutes tops?
Okay.
You guys still good with that time frame?
Yeah, that works. I just was curious. Just trying to
All right.
watch the spell.
So I'll have to switch maps on you. Let me figure which one it is, and I'll move you there. Gotta know which one you guys are in. Oh, good. You're all there still. That'll work out pretty convenient. All right, and I'll shift click, get you guys all over here. I think that's everyone. I'll get rid of the spider form for Usul.
Kirill probably shouldn't be there.
Yeah, he's there with you in
Hey,
spirit.
Kirill!
Oh, wait. He was there for a second, then he just disappeared.
Anybody see that? I thought I saw Kirill for a second.
It was just a
I
good.
thought I did too. Maybe he is dead.
You guys get to the room, you see that
Okay.
the machine's been all smashed to bits, and you guys having a hard time breathing. No, he's not there.
Well, the machine is still in one piece, so he didn't come this way.
So Kira's probably dead.
All right, so as I recall, you guys went down this hole, and I also believe
Yes.
that
Yes.
someone went partially down this hole and then came back up and told you what they saw in there. This is the one.
Yeah, Usul did.
Spider, yeah.
You need me to remind you what it was, or you remember what it was, Usul?
Go ahead and remind me, please.
At the bottom of that, and I'm going off memory because I don't have the map up here. As I recall, that was a smaller room, and up in one corner of the room was a what looked like a makeshift outhouse, chamber pot station.
That's right, it was the toilet. It was the shitter.
And there was another hallway, I think, that headed down towards the south, out of that little the shitter.
We going down that hole?
Going down the shitter hole.
Well, I guess.
Okay, just give me your order. Just line you guys up. Whoever's going down first, put them right here, and everyone else kind of line up behind them, if you would, please.
Go down first. Okay, T's going down first.
The guy with the worst AC.
Yeah, exactly.
So which way are we lining up? It's a good question to ask.
I'm at the front of the line.
Right here. Everybody line up. Let me grab Baron. Line up in a straight line like that.
Like that way.
There we go. Warwick keeps getting pushed to the back. We don't want you to burn anything. You stay back there. And don't walk behind you.
Oh,
Says Warwick, don't you mind them.
if you don't want me burning anything, maybe you shouldn't stay in front of me.
Alright, so that's
Oh, he's gonna burn us.
I'm kidding.
Alright, so 1 second, I gotta go back into the map and clean up some stuff, and I'll drop you guys in there.
Okay.
Because there's way too much stuff in my way. Okay. So since you didn't go all the way up to the surface, that was more like about a 30-minute to get there. And it's like a 10-minute drop to get back down into your other area. Oh shit, I forgot to grab your freaking icons. Yay, dumb DM. 1 second.
Hey, it's completely dark. Ah.
Even my dark vision doesn't work.
Well, Dis is not here to kind of tell you guys, what else he sees behind the walls and everything. Which I guess part of me is kind of glad that Kiro's not here because I wonder how much he actually told him about before came back to this session. Okay, and the room you're going to be in. All right. All right, this is going to be a tight fit. So, Warwick, I'm moving you up a little bit. I know you'll probably see some stuff you probably shouldn't, but just keep quiet. That's the order you guys are in. All right, you guys all good?
I need dark vision to put on my token.
I still don't see anything.
Oh, I guess it would help if I did a shift click, get you guys in the right spot. How about this? How about now?
Okay, I see myself surrounded by black.
Yeah, I have no dark vision.
What the hell? I just copied your token.
And I can see.
Previous one. I don't know how I always do that. And Warwick, you didn't have, correct?
I can see now.
From what you said before, 4 hours left on the dark vision.
And now it's
We got about 2 hours left now.
all right. Can everybody see that needs to see?
Okay, 2 hours. I see info boxes and a
just be
green
quiet,
goblin.
be quiet.
Sorry.
I couldn't fit all you guys in the room. So that
Well, I don't see anything, but I see stuff.
You're still up in the hole. I'm gonna say that Fuhal's at the very bottom of the hole, Ledu, Sewell, Warak, and Endon are still in the hole coming down. Teague, Baron, and Corn able to get inside the room. And like you guys saw before, this is the hole where you guys came in, drop down through. And up in this corner of the room is the makeshift chamber pots outhouse. And they got the corridor leading down to the south here. And Teague, from your vantage,
Smell god awful in here.
you can see a little stone door down here. It's closed to the left as well.
Hey, who brought out the keys?
The keys?
Yeah, Teague goes over and see if he can open that door.
He's going to walk over to the door?
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, as soon as you step onto the floor in front of that door, you hear a clicking sound by your feet, and the entire floor rotates up with a pivot point around that door that you're heading towards. And you basically get pushed and slammed into this little room over here. Oh, actually, give me a DC a dex save to see if you can avoid being swept into that room. And Baron, you'll see that right away. The floor lifts up and kind of catches Teague as he goes in there, and then it slams shut with another door in that wall that dropped up on the floor. And Teague.
Is the floor gone?
No, it's like a.
Or is it like it rotates and it does the exact same thing over and over again?
It's like a big cross or a plus sign. So it just basically shifted to 45 degrees, and the door went into the room, and then another door, the floor came up. On the back side of that floor is another, basically, you can determine now, a fake door. And Teague. As soon as you pop into this room, you'll see the little crevices in the wall and the ceiling. You'll see an orange gas start to kind of pour into the room here. And you need to make me a con save here, please.
I'm completely unaware of this happening, aren't I? I'm just happily climbing down a ladder.
Completely unaware.
The guys that are in the tunnel would have heard like a big clunking sound of stone or gears or something, but that's about the gist of it. And 1 second, Tegan. Tegan, you take 13 points of poison damage as the room continues to fill up with this orange stuff. Go ahead and roll me initiative. This is just so I can keep track of rounds, guys. And just to be clear, a round is 6 seconds.
What the heck just happened to Tegan? He was there a second ago.
Yeah, Corn, you were down as well, so you would have saw the floor kind of pick up and then basically shove him into this room on the left side, or on the.
I actually saw him like getting shoved in too.
Yeah, you and.
So I would tell everybody that. Like, well, there is a trap there that Teague just brung.
Alright, what do we? Initiative? Except for Endon.
Endon has an.
Alright, Teague, since you're at the top of the turn order, you tell me what you want to do first.
Of course. I back away from the door, realizing how I got flipped in here. I back away from the door and try to look around the room to see what I can find or spot.
Investigation. From the gases kind of pouring into the room, looks like there's nothing of any significance in front of you. You would have tripped over a couple of what you assume to be old bones across the floor, but just that cursory investigation, you don't really see anything.
Okay.
Yes, Warwick, go ahead and make me initiative. I know you guys will eventually come down. This is just so I can keep track of rounds, which you'll determine here in a second what the purpose of the rounds are. I'll move you up.
Okay.
All right, Corin. 6 seconds. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess walking on this wall here horizontally. I'm gonna try and open this door while I'm not standing where Tegan was. Let's see what happens.
All right, so you're approaching the door, right?
The wall, though. Like
I'm
he's standing on the wall.
though.
So explain again what you're doing, so I'll make sure I understand how I'm going to roll this.
I'm walking on the wall on this side of the wall, and I'm reaching for the door to open it.
Okay, you're walking on the wall because you're a freaking, Neo Matrix dude. All right, so you're reaching for the wall. Give me a investigation.
Actually in the Matrix, and he's the only one who knows it.
It's pretty easy when you have all the sticky stuff on the bottom of your feet.
Did you roll it for me?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you asked for to roll.
Investigation. You said you're trying to reach for the door to
Oh, okay.
figure something out, basically, right?
Well, I was just gonna pull it open, basically, but...
Oh, okay. Hold on. That's why I was asking. Make sure I understand exactly what you're doing. So
Okay.
you're trying to push it open. You're trying to pull it open. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I'd try and push it open and just see what's inside, and hopefully it doesn't spring the trap if I open it that way.
Okay, so you're trying to push it open, is what I heard, correct?
Yes.
Okay, give me a strength or athletic check then.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Good job.
All right, so you reach up to where the door is, and you give it a push, and you feel it, give a little bit, but it doesn't open. You can definitely tell there's a pivot point below the floor of where that door is, but you're not able to open it with that.
It's pull, not push, guys.
All right, anything else, Corin? Are you standing on the wall, or are you running past it? How are you
No, I'll get out of the way now.
Okay.
I'll come back over here, I guess.
All right, Usul. I'll go and roll Fuha drop down, so you can get down here as well. It's gonna be a tight fit for everybody.
Okay. How tight is tight?
No, you can fit in there. I'm just saying that once everybody gets down there, it's going to be a little clusterfuck of a lot of people in there. There won't be disadvantage or difficult terrain. That's not what I'm going at.
Well, I was. I guess I'm not even. I don't even know what's going on down here, do I?
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have seen it. All you would have heard is a big clunk. I think Warren said he yelled up that Tegan was caught in a trap, but there wouldn't have been enough time to really explain to you what happened.
Okay. I'm gonna come down and say what's going on here.
Okay, I'll give Corin or Baron 6-second reply as a free action.
A trap.
Alright, Corin, you want to elaborate with a free action? No, he doesn't. He's dumbfounded. Anything else, Usul?
I'm sorry, Tegan, you're gonna die.
Yeah, well.
He's gonna get poisoned to death in that room.
Yeah,
You just transform into something that is immune to poison.
Hey, no table talking.
Sorry.
So you doing anything?
Okay, and that hasn't already occurred to me. Unfortunately, he's done anything like that yet.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything. I don't know what's going on, so...
Alright, I'm moving on then. Okay, Baron, you saw the whole thing happen right in front of you. You saw the Corin reach up and kind of push or attempt to open up the door, but didn't do anything with it.
So, how big was the area that turned entirely around?
I mean, how big
That's
was
the door?
section of the floor that came up? Here, I'll draw a little box here, the rough size of it.
Oh, if I can jump over it so I can get to the other side.
It's roughly a 5-foot square. You
He,
see that square I just drew in there?
he has a feature in his class where he can jump super far anyway, so...
Right, you see the square that I drew in there?
I see it, yeah.
Okay.
So I wanna jump to the other side.
Okay, that's was it your strength plus whatever? I don't have that in front of me. Or is that a check?
In his long jump, it's his strength score plus your strength modifier, and then he gets... Oh, wait, what is the thing exactly? Your jumping distance.
10 feet of running area, I think that's fine. Then it's your strength plus whatever. So your strength's more than 5, so I'm not going to have you roll it. You can get over that, no problem. I'll tell you what, roll it. If you roll a 1, then you don't make it. Everything else is fine. How about that? See if you pull an end on.
Well then, let's see what happens. So in athletics?
Sure. Okay, good thing it wasn't a disadvantage.
He does like a front flip as he's going.
Alright, so you're able to get over that. You go move yourself if you want.
To here. Pivoted, like... Can I try and push, like, at the farthest point of this pivot with the haft of one of my hand axes?
You try to push the
Push on it, so... I'm gonna try and push that back down, yeah.
with one of your axes, not with your hands or foot or anything like that, right?
The hand axe, like with the haft, I'm, like, holding, like, the head and pushing down with the haft.
Okay, give me a strength or athletics check. Alright, so you put your half down into it, and then you immediately see the floor kind of spring up. Give me a dex save.
Shit.
Alright, so since you're standing on the side of it, you don't get caught up in it, but as it comes back up, it takes your axe and it basically smashes your back in the face as the whole floor came up again. And you would have saw it in the room again, the whole thing kind of rotated again. But
Did it rotate the same direction as before or a different direction?
same direction. So basically it rotated from this side up,
Okay, just
and the floor right here, it dropped down where you were. Since you're standing up here, you weren't on it, but you saw for a brief second that the floor drops back down, makes like a big circle of this thing.
okay.
All right, Baron, so I'm going to roll. You take a little bit of damage from whacking yourself in the face. 2 points of
That's okay.
bludgeoning damage from the axe kind of smacking you in the face.
And did I see that too?
Yeah, from there you would have seen that. Well, you probably wouldn't see Baron, but you probably would have heard him cuss or something as the thing rotated. All right.
Okay, but I saw the door rotate.
Yes. Yeah, that's plain as day from where you are.
Okay.
All right, Warak, come on down the hole. You'd have heard some
yeah.
kind of commotion again, and maybe Baron cuss a little bit.
Shit.
I just take a deep breath, swallow, and continue going down the ladder.
Yeah, you can get down to the room with everybody else. Oh, and you
Okay. Would you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you mind go ahead and moving me wherever I need to be?
How about right there?
Okay. So what do I see?
You'll see Baron standing over here, probably rubbing his chin or his face or something. You'll see Corn standing here, and you don't see Tegan anywhere.
What the hell's happened?
Oh yeah, that spot right there by that door. Don't step on it unless you want to get sucked into whatever's in the next area.
Oh, he gets an explanation.
I was gonna say that was a long 6 seconds, but that's okay.
I only yelled pivot point trap. Seconds.
So where's Tegan?
They can't answer.
Everybody just points to the door.
Yeah, they can't answer again. They already answered. It's a 6 second action here.
Yeah. All right. Do I have any more movement left?
Yeah, on Brood, you got like 10, 15 feet of movement left.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna go find Tegan.
God.
I salute you as you go off.
Give me a dex save, Warwick. All right, so you step on over by the door here. Just see on the left side, you hear a click at the bottom of your feet, and the whole floor below you raises up and sucks you into this room in here. And it's already filled with all kinds of poisonous gases. And you'll see T get off on one side of the room, choking on a little bit. And now you need to give me a con save. All right.
Okay. Do I have an action left, by the way?
Yes, you have an action to do something. That was just your movement there.
Okay. All right. Then I'd like to cast Gust of Wind.
First, give me your con save.
I did.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
It's okay.
So as you drop into this room, you see this orange gas filling the room over here, and you inadvertently breathe in like gasping at what's going on. You take 11 points of poison damage.
Tasty, isn't it, mate?
Tastes like cabbage. Ugh.
All right, so let me figure how I'm going to rule this gust of wind. That's pretty good, Warwick. I got to figure how it's going to work in a tight spot like this.
Yeah, well, mostly I'm going to have it blowing toward wherever it's coming from. And that way it'll hopefully...
You can't see where it's coming from because the room is already filled with it.
Yeah.
That will require another action to actually investigate where it's coming from. So if you want to hold off on your action until you figure that out, I'll allow you to do that. Or do you want to cast it anyway?
The way Gust of Wind works is as a bonus action each round, I can change the direction. So I'm going to go ahead and cast it. And I'm going to cast it toward Tegan because
okay.
It didn't come from where I was at, so
right,
it won't hurt him. It'll just push him back.
Right, that's what we call gust of wind.
Against the wall.
Push anybody. It just gets the air movement.
Each creature that starts its turn in the line and succeed on a strength saving throw will be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following
really?
the line.
It really does do that.
So it'll probably slam him against the wall.
Yeah. So.
All right. So give me.
So you won't really go anywhere.
All right. So give me the.
What do you
the
need?
Save, Tegan, whatever that is.
All right.
Dex save.
I marked that.
Save.
What save?
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, strength saving throw. I'm assuming 10 is failing. Is that
yeah,
right?
that's not going to work.
All right, so let's give you some bludgeoning damage as you bounce off the back wall over there. Oh, look at there. I only rolled a 1. 1 point of bludgeoning damage to get is see Warwick kind of fall into this room again, then stand up and pull out a hand, and a bunch of wind goes gushing out towards you. And as this happens, you'll notice that
I'm trying to get rid of the smoke.
The gust of wind hits Tegan, hits all this orange gas, but it's all inside this room. It's basically causing a giant swirling vortex inside the room. You're not able to tell if it's dissipating at all yet, but it's just swirling around a big circle inside this room, or a big oval, I guess technically.
I bet it looks pretty cool.
I bet it does, if you could see. All right, Tegan, that's your action, correct? I'm sorry, Warwick, that's your action, right? You done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Endon. It's going to hear all kinds of commotion going down here. He'll drop down here and look out here and says, what's going on? Warwick was just in front of me. Anybody got a free action to tell him something? Anyone?
Same thing with Tegan, man.
Same thing with Tegan. What's that mean?
Trapped right here into the other room.
All right, so Endon will take a step up here and just kind of look. Let me check his sheet, see if there's anything he can do here. What can he do? He has nothing. He has nothing as a rogue. All right, he's going to stand up with his bow, ready. Can't do anything. And Fuhal,
Attaboy.
Baron, do you have anything?
I do nothing. He's just standing there dumbfounded. He's like, and that's all he does.
All right. So, Tegan, take 10 more points. Oh, give me another con save.
Who, me?
Yeah, Tegan, both of you.
I won't need it.
You won't need it. You're dead?
No.
Oh.
At level 3.
Oh, that'll be on your turn, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my, I call it a lair action.
Oh.
That's what's
Yeah,
happening in
I
here.
see it down. Hold on.
All right, so
Con save,
you
con
can do that on your turn.
There we go.
All right, what was it? It was a 13. Okay, so this time you're able to kind of pull your shirt up or your scarf or your cloak, something over your face, and you're able to kind of block some of the poisonous gas in green room, but not all of it. So you take 5 points of poison damage. Now Warlock, do the same thing. Give me a con save. Okay, you take 11 points of poison damage. You see Teague at the last second put something over his face, and you're still kind of wondering what's going on in here. You breathe in another big old gasp of this toxic, orange, nasty smelling stuff. All right, Teague. So now you can cast that.
Yeah, Tegan reaches up and makes an arcane gesture, and then looks at Warwick and goes, "You idiot!"
Right.
I'm just trying to get rid of the gas.
Yeah, by blowing me against the wall. And then I want to go over and see if I stand by the door, if I can get that trap to trigger again. This is probably stupid.
All right, so I'm just reading your thing first. So for the duration, you have an advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. Okay, and resistance to poison damage. Okay.
Yep.
Damage.
All right, so you're gonna go stand over there on that floor that you saw.
Yeah, see if I can get it to move. And I got my hand axe in my hand, so if it starts to move, I can try to drop the axe in and wedge it.
As you step on it, you don't see any kind of reaction from it. It's not moving.
Okay, I step back out of the way to the side. Then
Okay, go and move yourself. All right.
that's probably the most I could do in 7 seconds. So.
Yeah. All right, Corin.
Alright, well, I was actually going to do the exact same thing that Tiga just tried to do and wedge this door with my short sword that I no longer care about. I don't even know I have this thing, but this is why apparently. So I'll step right up where the thing is, and I'll have the thing already ready, like in the position before I even step on the thing to wedge the door.
So let me make sure I understand. So you're going to step on the floor there, right? Correct?
Yes.
And then you're going to, as it moves, you're going to try to put your short sword in there to wedge it or stop it?
Yeah, as I'm like coming upward.
Okay. All right, so let me figure out how I want to do this. Well, first, just give me are you wanting to avoid being, I guess, launched into that room? Or are you going to try to stay off of it as you put your sword in there?
I mean, I'll go on it.
Okay, so give me a dex save first to see if you can avoid being lifted up and whatever.
You're asking the monk for a dex save.
I know. I can hope. He can roll a 1. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
Right,
An 8.
So as you...
And he got a 17.
So you guys all watch as Corin, kind of tiptoes across this thing really quick. You see the floor kind of go up. Let me see inside the room. Oh yeah, Tegan, the floor drops below you as the other wall behind you kind of goes over the top of you. You need to make me a dex save as well, unless you're just letting it take you.
I said he moved back.
No, I'm talking about Warwick on the inside.
Oh.
What's that?
Warwick?
Your dex save, Warwick. The
You
floor
feel
just dropped out under you.
Right, you feel the floor drop out in front of you, and the wall behind you where that door was is coming over towards you, like basically trying to drop you down into the ground underneath. So unless you're wanting to go, give me a dex save to see if you can avoid being basically dropped down into this thing.
Well, I don't want to, but
All right, so a little theater of the mind here. So, Warwick, you basically get pushed down into the ground underneath the floor where you were before, and it's well, you got dark vision, so it's not pitch black, but it's just basically a big enough spot in the floor for the wall to basically kind of scrape around the side of it. So you basically have a little quarter of a pie section that you're basically stuck in. Stone walls all around.
Wow, that sucks.
All right,
what
so,
the hell?
So now I'm going to try to see what happens with Corrin's short sword, since he's able to avoid being basically launched into the room with Tegan.
If I need to be launched in the room in order to do what I'm doing, like if I fail doing it, that's fine also.
I get it. You're trying to use your short sword to kind of basically kind of stop the thing from fully seating once it goes in there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so pass your deck save. Roll this shit. Give me a. Just try to. Let's do an attack roll, and I'll give it an AC of 16, which means you'll probably.
All right. This is basically the same numbers for this attack. It's not bludgeoning; it's piercing though.
Yeah. All right. So you're able to get your short sword in there right at the last second as the stone, I guess, wall comes up, and you hear a big old crunch as it hits that short sword. It bends it a little bit. The door or the wall is not completely sealed, but it's not open enough to where anybody could possibly get in it.
All right. Well, it's jammed open, so I'll yell at least. Tegan, you all right?
Okay. And let me see. Corn's passive perception, 13. 14. Yeah, it's good enough. You guys will see as Corn leaps over this thing and does his kung fu fighting move, and the short sword gets in there, and now you see it's kind of wedged in there. You see a little bit of orange, some kind of toxic gas kind of leaking out through the cracks into the hallway into here. Not really affecting you guys yet, but you will see it kind of pouring out a little bit from the cracks. And see, you'll notice that as well, that some of the swirling gas that was in a room, some of it's kind of dissipating out the cracks from this wall. And you can see the tip of a short sword along one edge on this side over here, kind of sticking through the crack in the wall. All right. Corn, anything else?
I just yell into the room. You all right, Tegan? That's it.
That Usul asked me a question. I can answer this to everybody, Usul. That's fine. Usul was asking if that wall of gust of wind was kind of blowing it out of the room. It is kind of, but since it's just cracked, there's a little bit of it leaking out. I mean, technically, Tegan's the only one that would know that. None of the other guys would even know that the gust of wind was cast. All right, Usul.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to offer anything. I'll just hang out right where I'm at.
Okay. Usul looks dumbfounded. Baron.
So there's cracks in. I can see there's cracks around the thing because it didn't close off properly.
Correct.
So
basically along both sides of the wall, and also across the top. It's a slight crack there. Quite sealed like it was before.
So I'd the crowbar I have off my pack, and I would like to shove it in the crack and try and force it open further.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics at advantage, I believe, with crowbar. Oh, at advantage. Yeah. I guess I had a DC of 20 on that. All right, so you get your crowbar in there, and you go, crank it a little bit, and you get about the crack grows a little bit bigger. It's about 6 inches now, but not quite big enough for anybody to try to fit in there. And you can feel the gears kind of grinding, kind of fighting you as you're holding that crowbar there. But you have it open about 6 more inches. You see more of that orange toxic gas coming out.
Hold my breath.
Anything else, Baron?
I'm going to try and hold that there.
All right, Warwick. You're in basically a small confined space. Stone wall above you, stone wall behind you, and like a curving wall in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna, whichever way that the wall moved before, that's all I see. So I'm gonna try to push it, try to get my way out, because I'm not gonna just stay here.
Okay, it would have been moving.
I don't know what's going on around me.
Let me draw an arrow here. It would have been moving kind of in that direction.
Pushing back against me. Shit.
Yeah, let me think how you guys are. Now, did you, Baron, did you put your crowbar in, like, right here in the floor? Or did you put it up in the wall? Sorry.
Is where I wanted to put it in.
Where, the
Probably need to
floor?
move more over there. Like the wall. I want to like shove it in between so it can't close off here.
Yes, you're basically trying to rotate.
Up around.
You're trying to rotate it from your perspective clockwise.
Away from the way it's not meant to, yeah. I'm trying to push back against the way it's meant to turn
Right.
to open it up.
Yeah, so we're
I'm sure you're unaware. Yeah, I'm sure you're unaware of what happened to me, and
I have no idea.
Yeah, and I have no idea what you just did.
This is awesome.
So I'm just like,
Pushing against. Oh god.
Can I even see anybody yet? I mean, I can see the doors rotating, but can I see anybody yet?
No, you can't see anybody. Like I said, the opening, the crack is 6 inches at the top of the wall. And all you'll see is like a short sword or something kind of got bent and sticking off of one side of one of the walls over there.
Okay, I'm gonna try yelling, "Sparky's in the floor!"
All right, Warwick, I want you to give me an athletics or strength check. At disadvantage, since Baron's fighting against you with a crowbar.
would it help if I pulled out my crowbar?
The crowbar as well.
It wouldn't be at advantage or disadvantage anymore. But yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull out my crowbar and just try to wedge this thing out so I can get out of here. Okay.
Jeez. DC 20, and you guys are freaking hitting it. All right, so you this. All right, so if you're able to get in there and you kind of wedge it back the other direction, and Baron, you see as your 6 inches just kind of, for some reason, the gears are just fighting against you so hard, and it goes right back where it was before. Now the wall is kind of like sealed up. You guys are awesome. This is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Why'd you have to fight me?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'd like to use something for my free action.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Get me out of here!" Did anyone hear?
I'm going to rule that Tegan will hear you, Quarren, and Baron, since they're all right there by the game notes. I will all hear you. Right now I'm checking Indon's inventory to see if he even has anything. What does he have here? Nope, he doesn't have a crowbar. All right, Indon sees what you're doing over there, but he can't get to you, Baron. He's like, he'll turn around and say, "Anyone else got a crowbar?"
So where exactly am I right now?
Warwick? You're still below the floor. You're able to crank that door about 6 inches the opposite direction that Baron was. So basically, you made a little bit of progress, but you can't really see anything or get anywhere yet.
Okay. What about the gas? Do I have to worry about the gas right now?
That'll be when I come up to the lair turn on the turn order.
Okay. Well, as my bonus action, I would have put my gust of wind pushing where I came from, because that's where I know the gas is at.
Yeah, but now you're down underneath, so you wouldn't even have seen. Well, what's your passive perception?
Because if I'm pushed, okay, roll perception. Okay. Hey, there you go.
Okay, so you would have seen at the last second before the floor dropped that there were several little spots where the gas was coming into the room. Let me just roll. How many spots? Let's see. 3 different spots coming into the room.
Okay.
From the ceiling.
All right. Well, at least I'm protected from the gas for now, right?
There's a little bit in there, but it's not quite as full as the other room. As your floor dropped, I mean, some of the gas kind of came in there with you, but it's not like it was before.
Okay. I had to make that clear.
Okay. So anything else as a bonus action? Or are you good?
That was it, because that was my bonus action to change my direction of my wind.
Okay. All right, and now I'll turn to Fuhal and Usul and ask them if they have any crowbars.
No crowbars.
And I'm gonna rule.
Don't know what Fuha has.
I'm gonna rule that Fuha does, but he's not gonna give it to Indon. Says I got one. And that's it. All right, Fuhal takes his crowbar. He walks up here next to it. Says, second verse, same as the first. He's going to try the same thing. See if he can get in there. And
Athletics for him.
You guys are all fighting against this damn thing. Okay, Warak's going with it. Got a short sword in there. Oh, shit.
2 crowbars now up the top if Fuha adds his.
He gets his crowbar, and he's trying to go the same direction you are, Fuhal, but he gets his crowbar, and you see him crank on it, and then the crowbar kind of slips out of his hands. Like he just loses his grip in there, and he doesn't make any progress at all. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for lair action. It's still in the room with Tegan. It's swirling around the perimeter of the wall. So, T, I'll let you make this check. Normally it'd be an advantage, but you've got your protection from poison. So give it to me with it at advantage. There's no triple advantage.
Con check, right?
Yeah, con save. Hey, that time you're able to get the keep your cloak tight around your face. Ooh, shit. I rolled 2 8s. So half of that. So you get 8 points of poison damage. Because you have resistance on that, right?
I have resistance on that.
What did he do?
So you made
So it'd be
save.
4.
Yeah, so 4. Yes, thank you. Okay, and then Warak.
Yeah.
Give it to me at advantage. There's a little bit of poison will come in there with you. There's a floor drop down there.
Mm-hmm.
So con save at advantage.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, it's not as potent because there's not much down there. So 5 points of poison damage.
All right.
And now I need Fuha, Quarren, and Baron all to give me con saves at advantage. As that poison is kind of...
Fuha and Baron get it at advantage anyway because they're dwarves and they have...
you have resistance. You don't have advantage.
Resistance to poison. Right? You have advantage on saving throws against poison as well. Okay. Yeah.
Good thing for Quarren. Oh, no, Quarren doesn't have that. I thought that was you.
No, Quarren does not.
Right, but it's not as potent. You take 3 points of poisoning damage. And it was DC 15 to save. So Baron and Fuha. You make the save, so it's half damage. Half of it is 4, then resistance. So you take 2 points of poisoning damage each. Okay, that's it for the lair. All right, Tegan.
Okay, there's no gap at all yet, is there?
No, it's closed back up. The gas has stopped seeping into the hallway. The only thing they rolled for is the little bit they did get out before.
Right.
You saw it creep forward one way, and then it creep back the other direction a few moments later. And you also would have heard, Warak inside there screaming, "I'm in here."
Yeah. I start shouting toward the floor, "Sparky, are you okay?"
I don't respond to that.
Right,
there's not much Tegan can do. I mean, just stand here and wait. He has no crowbar, so...
Alright, so that's it for you? Just going to sit there and pray?
Yeah. That's all I can do at the moment.
Alright, Quarren.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna get out of the big boy's way, because I don't have a crowbar either. I guess I'll try to assist Fuha the best I can if that's possible, but
that's
about all I can do.
As you help him.
Okay.
All right, Usul. Anything else
Okay.
you come up with?
Yeah, I'm going to walk up, and as I walk up, I'm going to push people out of the way. I'm going to transform into an ogre, and I'm going to kick the frickin' door in.
Oh crap!
All right, so I got to figure out how to work this. All right, so as soon as you step on the plate, you hear a little click sound, a big click sound as your big ass ogre feet step on it, and
I'm holding it in place because I mean we've got our crowbars and there's a sword in there and everything, so it can't really turn.
Well, I'm modifying what the how am I gonna do this? I haven't thought about this. Holy shit! Give me your deck save first, ogre. Unless you're not trying to avoid being run into that thing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to avoid anything. I'm going to barrel right into it with my 1,000 pounds and see where that takes me.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let Fuha and Baron. Well, hell, Warwick's still pushing the other way, aren't they?
Yep.
So Baron and Warwick will equal each other out. So I'm going to let Fuha with advantage roll a strength check versus I'll roll a strength check for the door to see if it let a combatant one. So go ahead and roll it.
Thanks for athletics or...
Yeah, athletics or
strength check?
Yeah.
I wish I had stone shape at this point.
Yeah, that spell is pretty handy, surprisingly.
Right, even with advantage. Oh, sorry, I saw Usul, so I didn't see Fuhal's. Fuhal got a 19.
Yeah.
So did, let's combine 20, let's combine 30. All right, so you guys are able to basically fight against Vorak. His pushing it, and Ogre goes inside. You kick the door. You don't really kick it down. You just kind of rotate the thing, 45 degrees more. And Vorak, you get moved over to another section, but now you're over here underground. Usul, you get brought into the room, and Baron and Fuha's crowbars just go flying as the Ogre kicks the door and it rotates another 45 degrees. How's that?
Oh, shit.
This is a mess.
So he looks at the ogre and goes, "Usul."
Right,
And I'll just wave.
I'm gonna say the gust of wind is still dissipating it a little bit as the thing rotates. Usul, go ahead and give me a con save at advantage. DC 13. Defenders one tie, you get half damage.
At advantage, you said, right? That's 20.
Oh, you're right. With advantage. So that's 20. Okay, so you get half damage anyway. 7 points of poison damage. As you go in this room, you see the swirling orange gas kind of going all over the room and kind of surprised at first, and you avoid most of it. And you're now inside this room with Tegid. And you're a big old ogre, so it's going to be a tight fit in there. Matter of fact, I guess that's too late now. I would have ruled that you trying to get swung through that thing could have lost a finger or something like that. That would have been cool.
I was thinking I was probably not going to fit through the door as my thought, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't put your big ass ogre in there. Let me make your icon bigger. There you go. Now you're like an ogre. Holy shit! You take up that whole fucking room. All right, so
He pressed against the back wall.
So you got lucky that I gave you with advantage then, Usul, because as big as you are, there's no way you're gonna be able to avoid getting any of that gas in there. All right, so it's a tight fit. You crammed in there. Baron. Oh, shit. What do you want to do next?
Crowbar, you said went flying, like it's... I can't... So, fuck it. I pull out my axe, and as I'm yelling, fuck it, I slam it down on this piece of wall, there, with as hard as I can. I'm trying to break it, basically. I'm trying to damage the stone enough that it can be cracked, yeah.
But on the wall, it's on the floor, or the wall, it's actually where the wall is supposed to be with the door?
The floor, because when I hit it, it'll probably rotate.
All right, give me just roll a damage. I'm not gonna have to roll to hit this, because if you miss that, then
I'm using this with 2 hands.
Okay.
Rolling D10.
All right. So yeah, just so you guys know, I'm giving this a damage threshold. It means you have to reach a certain level of damage before it does anything. That's a threshold of 10. All right, so you ever hit that thing, you take a good chunk of rock out of it. I mean, I say good chunk. Probably the size of your axe is probably 6 to 12 inches wide, by about 2 or 3 inches deep. That makes sense? Anything else, Baron?
Well, I have 2 attacks, so I just pull it back up and do it again.
Okay. Threshold of 10. To do any damage. Oh, look at you, son of a bitch. 6 plus 4. How about that?
10.
Because you got that crit. Alright, so you have to kind of crank out a little section of it, and what the hell, I'll say with a crit, you're able to kind of bust through it. So there's an opening now about 6 inches wide, 12 inches long, however deep it is. I'll say that's like a 6-inch deep section as well. So you crack out a big section of that wall out. You can, Warwick, below you, you have bits and pieces of rock kind of fall on your head. And I'm not sure if, well, Baron's not going to notice you, but you'll definitely see an axe kind of come down and crack and get a little bit of opening above you.
Hey, watch where you're swinging.
I'm ignoring you. I swing again twice. I action surge to swing again and again.
Oh, shit. All right, roll it again.
This wall is so fucking hard.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't even make the thing trigger, did I? How about that? All right, so I'll stick with that since I didn't make it trigger.
It can't even move because it'll just hit the ogre and stay.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, well, I'm gonna roll that. It can't go anywhere. It's kind of like Usul. You feel like the wall kind of budge a little bit, but since you're basically like crammed into this room and you can't go anywhere, it kind of bashes you a couple times as it's trying to rotate, but it can't. And you make the hole now. It's like, what I say, 6 by 12. Now it's like 12 by 12. The size of the hole, and you have more rocks falling on top of you, Warwick. Just for good measure. Usul will take some bludgeoning damage here. Usul will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. That wall keeps trying to actuate, but it can't because your big ass is stuck in there.
Ouch.
Was that both your attacks again, Bear?
That's me. That's my turn. The 13 and the 15, yeah.
Right. So you got a 12 by 12 opening there, and if you stop to look, you may see something in there. But
Not stopping. Next turn's gonna be the same thing.
all right, Warwick. What do you want to do?
I'm angry at this wall.
All right.
Warwick, you're up.
Well, I see some axe coming my way, and I don't know if it's friend or foe, but I think there's only a way to get through this wall. I'm gonna beat on as well. If I can break through before they can, maybe I can get to them before they can get to me.
Okay, just any attacks you do in here is going to be at disadvantage. That's a tight space for you.
All right.
Same thing, got a threshold of 10 damage. Yep.
No problem there.
Alright, so you're able to kind of knock another 6 inches off of that, so it's 12 by 12, now it's like 12 by 18, getting a little bit bigger. And Baron, you'll see some rocks flying back up at you as you're hacking away at this rock.
He is AFK'd.
Oh, okay, well, so I'm going to back.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing again.
Yeah, I'm not worried about hitting, because it's, unless you roll a 1, but, oh, you did roll a 1, at disadvantage. Alright, you got this big-ass greatsword in here, and you're trying to swing this thing in a tight space. And you rear back with it, and you go swing forward, you can actually scrape it across the side of the wall because it's such a tight fit, and you're not able to hit the wall.
Okay.
You're not able to hit with any kind of force.
Right. Let's see. All right. Well, as my action surge, you just do it right. It's not a bonus action to use action surge. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and action surge then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and swing again.
Okay. That time you do hit.
Oh.
You hit
Yeah,
it.
just the.
Don't hit it hard enough. You have 9 points.
I'm gonna, but actually it's more because one of those d6s is 1. So let me use my great weapon fighting. So that 1 is now 2. So that's actually 10.
You hit just the edge of it. All right. So now you got what I say is 12 by 18. Now it's 18 by 18 inch hole.
All right. I got one more attack.
All right. So again, now it's 24 by 18.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's almost big enough for you to fit through there, but not quite.
All right. And for my bonus action, I'm going to use a second wind because I'm going to try to cough up some of this poison.
All right. Damn, look at that. 17 hit points. Nice.
I needed it. I was at 18.
All right. Is that it for you now, Warwick?
All right. So that... Say again?
Is that it for you now? Or you got something else?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
I can't do anything else, I don't think.
Now, Indon's going to see Fuha over there whacking away, and he sees a few pieces of rock flying back up at Fuha, and he's kind of wondering what the hell's going on, but there's still nothing he can do at this point, so... Fuha? Anything you want Fuha to do, Baron? Again, he lost his crowbar as well. It went flying up, and he can go retrieve it if he wants, but whenever the ogre went through, it kind of knocked him off his kilter. Was Baron not here?
Dead. I'm right here. I said I'd be back in a minute. I'm here.
Okay. Anything you want Fuha to do?
So we're talking about Fuha. Oh, Fuha sees me smacking on this thing. He probably jokes in.
He says what?
Fuha sees me smacking on this wall, and he probably joins in.
Okay, go and roll for it.
He takes my lead. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Break it. Yeah, okay." So I guess he does that. Fuha.
Doesn't do quite the damage. That 24 is not a crit, is it? No, it's a 19. Alright, so you see him whack at it with his hammer. You think with a hammer you do a lot more damage than that, but he doesn't. And you got a crit, so that's 12. And he's able to kind of crack a small little section there, about 6 by 6. Is that it for Fuha, I guess?
That's his turn. That's about all we can do, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta roll some more bludgeoning damage. Every time you guys hit that, the ogre gets whacked or pinched or something. 5 points of bludgeoning damage, Usul.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna rule this. Okay, go ahead and give me another con save, Usul. Just a regular one, not at disadvantage because you're pretty much taking up this whole freaking room. Yeah, okay, half damage. You're able to take 3 points.
Saves 2020.
3 points of poisoning damage for you, Usul. And Teague, you're still in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I don't know how much poison can get to me with all this with all this troll fat in the way.
Well, you got was it advantage against all kinds of you know what? I'm gonna say that's magical though. Yeah, you still get advantage on your save. Go ahead.
Right, hold on.
Con save, DC 13. That's half damage. Holy shit. Alright, so half damage would be 8. You have resistance to another 4 points of poisoning damage.
Okay.
And the rest of you guys... No, screw it. Out in the hallway, it's dissipated enough where it's not even going to worry about it saving. It's just in the room now. Alright, Tegan. You're stuck up against the wall because this big fat ogre's got you pressed up against the wall.
Yeah, there's not much I can do, but I am going to do this. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. I'm just envisioning you like get squashed up against the wall and you kind of have your hand stuck up next to you and make a few little, moves with your hand right next to your face because you can't move it. Anything else, Tegan?
That's it.
All right, Corn. Is Corn back? All right. We'll come back to Quarren then. Usul?
Okay, I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna try to rip that door off and see what I can do there.
So are you pushing on it, or are you pulling on it? What are you doing?
Pulling.
Okay. Give me a. So you're trying to pull it down with just your strength. Give me a strength athletics check.
Damn. I'm a freaking ogre and I keep rolling 11s.
You've had your fingers and your face and your nose and everything getting bludgeoned to death as the thing keeps trying to rotate. And you kind of throws off your mojo there. You can't quite get a hold of it to pull it down. Okay, there's not much else you can do. You can't move or do anything else, right? No bonus actions to do anything?
That's it.
Usul? What's that with Usul? Quarren, you back?
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'll just continue helping Fuha though, try and break open this wall.
So you're going to actively try to smash on it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going to help Fuha do that.
I don't know how you can help him smash something. I can understand you helping him with the crowbar, but not actually actively attacking something.
I thought you could help somebody with that to give him advantage. If not, I'll attack him myself.
Yeah, like in an attack, you can feign or try to get goad someone to attacking you to give them advantage. But
I got you.
A stationary
Since it's a wall, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
It's a talking rock.
Holy shit. Alright, so that first one hits, but doesn't seem to do enough damage. It hurts your fist more than anything else. The second one does do some damage, and you're able to kind of smash Fuha's hole a little bit bigger. And that one as well. So now you got an 18 by 18 hole on each side of you guys. And how big did I say yours was, Fuha? It was 24. I mean, Baron is 24 by 18. So not quite wide enough to take a whole section out. All right. Anything else, Quarren?
No, that's it for me.
Every time you guys punch that wall, you see it kind of rotate like it's trying to do something. Usul will take 4 more points of bludgeoning damage. This thing keeps rotating and smashing you and squishing you into a space you can hardly fit in. All right, Warak, you see 2 holes being opening up above you in this little section. Neither one of them are big enough for you to get in. I said one was
Okay.
24 by 18, the other one's about 12 by 12.
Can I get a mic check?
So you guys
Roger.
okay?
Check.
I heard you.
Yeah, I heard you.
I think we lose.
Did anyone hear me?
I hear you, Baron.
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear us?
Okay, solid. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Back.
Alright, so you say there is an opening for me to get out.
Not quite big enough for you. 24 by 18 is the biggest one. I don't think that's quite big enough for you to fit through.
Okay. Alright, hey guys, can you hear me?
Anyone can free
I don't
action?
know, can we?
Yes, I can hear you.
Alright, try not to axe my head. Alright, I'm gonna swing again.
Okay. Even at disadvantage, you hit it. Knock another section. I'm assuming you're going for the bigger hole, right?
Yeah.
All right, so now it's about 2 foot by 2 foot. One more good whack, and you think you may be able to
Okay.
get through it. And looky there. All right, so you knock it.
Let me replace that 2 with a 5.
With a 5.
Yeah, I assumed you were going
Yeah,
to
good job.
So it was going to get anyway. So yeah, you knock that open now. You got a hole big enough that you can probably squeeze through. Be like
I wouldn't suggest coming through just yet.
Do you say that?
Okay. Well, as I'm swinging down with my axe, yeah, sure.
Alright, just try not to hit me. I'm go ahead and adjust my wind toward I guess I'm just gonna adjust my wind away from the hole so that it doesn't possibly somehow hinder him in some way.
Away from what hole?
So I'm gonna adjust my wind down.
The hole that you're not coming out
That's
of?
my bonus action. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand which hole you're blowing it into or out of. Say again.
I'm not blowing it into the hole. I'm blowing down, so through my feet toward the ground. So that's not going to possibly give him any kind of weird disadvantages at swinging his axe and hitting me in the head.
Okay, all right. So you're blowing it back into the room if you can, if it's possible. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. Well, you have movement, so if you want, you can try to squeeze through that opening now if you want.
Okay. Do I have any more free action?
A free action, you always have free action. That's just screaming something.
All right.
Oh, you already did one.
Don't swing. I'm coming out.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and climb out then, if I can.
Yeah, it'll be disadvantage, but that's fine. Just like 10 feet of movement to get out of that hole. And you'll
that's fine.
You'll feel the door as you're climbing up. Just keep trying to trigger and keep trying to budge, but all you hear is a little grunt on the other side of the wall inside the room where you were before.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and climb out and get on the other side of this triggering wall thing so that I can swing on it without getting pushed through.
Okay.
Next time. That's it for me then.
All right.
Okay, can I have my turn now since I was literally all of my connection just died.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't know if we skipped your turn or not, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was the 11 and
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
in there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep hitting the door. Oh, he just got out. Like, I'll wait till he gets out and then I'll hit it.
So you're hitting the door again.
Because yeah, I'm gonna continue to widen the hole that I've been putting in this. Because I'm basically just trying to break this trap so it'll never be a trap again.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still holding it in two hands, I think. Yes, I am.
Yeah, you hit it. You think you hit it good, but it just didn't hit the threshold to do any kind of damage. Your axe kind of bounces off of it. Your second one hits it though. Now it's 36 foot. You can see a crack growing all the way across, almost to the hole where Fuha and Quarren are both beating on it as well. So you think
good.
More good hits, and this section of the wall may crumble. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Endon's looking all excited watching you guys, but he's still not doing anything. Fuha, I'm assuming you're going to attack it again, correct?
Yeah, probably.
Go ahead and roll it for him.
Yeah, he'll do it again. Oh, come on.
Damage.
I need to actually find us on the map again. Yeah, he'll attack a second time. 8 again. Jesus.
He's smashing away at this thing. He sees all the progress you're making. He's getting all pissed off because his hammer's just not doing quite as much damage, which makes no sense to him. How in the hell is an axe doing more damage than my hammer? Well, I just don't get it.
Oh.
All right, so
he's better at hitting things now.
All right, so I'm gonna say it's dissipated to the point where Usul, you get your con save at advantage. You still playing?
Yay!
10 points of poison damage. And Tegan, same for you.
I'm making it. Sorry, I was checking something else.
Oh, jeez. All right, even with advantage, you have resistance. Oh, wow, I rolled a whopping 3. So you have resistance, so 1 point of damage.
Solid damage.
Okay, that's it. Tegan, you can take your action.
Yeah. How thick is the wall separating us?
I'm not Okay, yeah, you would have seen it kind of drop and rotate around a few times. You say between 6 and 10 inches, what you're guessing?
Okay. Tegan mouths to Osul, or says to Osul, "You know what? We're both stupid," and turns into a giant badger and starts digging.
Oh, shit. It's going to be a really tight fit until you can get to a point you can start digging there a little bit, but yeah. Well, a giant badger is still medium sized, though, right? Is that right, Tegan?
Yeah, it's a medium size.
Okay, all right. So,
and it has a burrowing speed of 10.
So you just straight up dig.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy.
And it's 10 through stone too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just burrowing speed 10, so.
You can just burrow.
All right, so which way are you going to go?
Back toward the hallway.
I mean, are you digging through the wall on the back side of the room? Are you going through the door in which you kind of flipped and came through? Which way are you going? Okay, so not through the door. You're kind of making a new opening.
Yeah, making a new extra exit there.
Okay. All right, so Corin, as you're standing there kind of, raining punches down this stone with your bare hands, looking all badass, you'll notice that the wall next to you starts kind of crumbling away as you see something kind of burrowing through the rock, and you see a giant badger head stick his head through the hole right next to you.
There's a growl at me.
No, it doesn't growl. It keeps digging.
Alright, then I have a good feeling about this badger.
That happened a lot in the wild? Oh, a badger. I got a good feeling about this. Okay. All right, take it. So with your action, you're able to basically dig all the way through there. So you can go ahead and move yourself through there if you want.
Okay. Once I'm out, that'd be next turn before I can shift back. So never mind.
All right, Corin. So you see this badger kind of work its way through this hole out next to you. What would you like to do next?
I look at it and I say, that better be you, Usul or Tigid, or else I'm gonna be angry. How big is this hole now?
It's big as a medium-sized badger. So I'd say it's like, what do you think, Tigid? 3 or 4 foot diameter?
Yeah, I'd say.
Alright, so I'll just keep wheeling out the hole here, make it wider.
The hole that the badger came through, or the hole that was being created on this wall?
The one that the badger came through, I guess, because I know that that's at least going through.
Alright, so yeah, I'll do the same thing then. Kind of a threshold of 10 to kind of make it any bigger. Holy shit, you rolled a freaking 30? Is that freaking possible? Oh,
That's a natural 20.
It's a natural 20.
I had no
He
idea
critted
you
it.
get a freaking 30. Holy shit.
Fuck.
I gotta find a way to...
Plus 5 dex. Plus 1 magic. Plus 4 proficiency. Yeah, he can roll a 30. He can get it to a 30.
Yeah, so those first 2 hit, and you're able to kind of grow the opening by another foot. So it's 3 foot by 4 foot is what I'll say now. I mean, a person could fit through there. It's a tight fit, but they can fit through there. Well, not Usul, because he's a big freaking ogre, but... All right, anything else, Corin?
No, I'll just stand there looking pretty proud of the hole I'm making.
You can see the badger standing with his paws on his hips a little bit.
Yeah.
Usul, you saw your friend turn into a badger and make a hole and get the hell out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to rip open that the hole that they have and see if I can't.
Just so we're clear, the hole they have is in the floor section here. Correct? That's what Baron. That's what.
Yeah, they weren't
even.
even
They weren't bashing on the wall where you were. They were bashing on the floor right here, which is, if it rotated one more time, it would be the wall between you two.
Yeah, they were trying to break the mechanism, not the wall. Get tired of waiting.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to try to rip that door off again. Pull it in towards me.
All right, give me a strength. Athletics. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, I figure how you do this. So you grab a hold of the wall in front of you, start pulling it down. As you're pulling it down, the floor below you is also dropping. So you're able to kind of pull it down about a good foot, but you're also dropping down about a foot. So you're kind of in this no man's land of I've got the door open, but I'm also going down the ground about a foot. What would you like to do with that?
I guess I could just step back up out of it if I can.
You step back out of it and hold the door where it is. You can't really step up out of the way because you're so freaking big. That's the point I'm trying to make here. You're taking up pretty much the whole room.
Okay. How can I can't fall down it then. I'm just pushing down on it.
You can wedge down in it. It's going to be a very tight fit for you.
Yeah, I'll just hold on. I'll see if I think that wind is still going, right? So hopefully that'll
you'll get
dissipate.
an advantage if you get another time in there. So you're going to let the mechanism kind of rotate again, or what are you doing here?
Yeah, I guess I'll just continue pulling on the door, see what happens.
All right, so you got about a foot pulling in there. Let's see what the rest of the guys are going to do here. Baron, you see the floor, the broken floor in front of you kind of rise up about a foot. And you see some hands maybe at the top of the wall over here, some big ogre hands that are pulling the wall down in towards the room.
What is this behind me?
What is what?
I see a little red square.
I think that was
right there,
for me.
a tiny one.
When I was trying to draw that square before, I think I clicked there, so that's nothing. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
You see nothing.
So it's actually nothing.
Pay no attention to the guy
It's one of those damn potion bombs.
Fuck it. Shove my axe in my belt. I grab the cracking. I dig my fingers under the floor that's coming up to become the door. I dig my fingers into that and I lift, start lifting. He's like squatting down and starts lifting with his entire body.
Are you trying to break it off, or are you just trying to make it rotate one more time?
I'm trying to make it rotate.
Okay. Give me the strength athletics.
Oh. he's tired after hitting it with the axe so many times.
Okay, you made the mistake of grabbing a section that you've been beaten on, and as you pull with all your strength, it just kind of all falls apart where your hands were. Look at the rubble comes off of that. Yeah, but the wall itself.
So I break the stone with my bare hands. Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
You guys will all hear the sounds of gears still in this little center section here. You hear a bunch of cracking and groaning and something in there, and you hear a big old pop. But that's all you can discern from that. All right, Warrak, you're out. You're free at last. Free at last. What are you gonna do with your newfound freedom?
I'm gonna breathe this fresh air. Well, fresh-ish.
It's kind of
All right, everyone. I found Tegan.
The badger just looks at him like, really?
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess you guys figured that out.
Yeah, there's a badger here that you have no idea where it came from.
And we're in a cave.
I'm just gonna shake my head at it because I imagine it's something that one of you produced somehow. All right.
It was me. I'm secretly a spellcaster. It was me.
Yeah, who said that? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this the store thing. We're gonna take out the store.
Fuck this door.
Yeah.
All right, so you hit it right where I guess Baron and Fuha have been kind of smashing this thing, and it's a big crack, and pretty much the whole top.
Yeah,
the whole
same
top
damage.
section of this wall here just kind of caves in and drops down to the corridor below.
So there's a big opening now?
Yeah, it's on the floor. This section of the floor here, half of it's gone.
Yeah.
The top half of it's gone.
Is it an ogre size opening?
You're not so sure if the ogre can fit through that or not. It might be a very tight squeeze for him.
All right. I'm just gonna look around. I see an ogre in there, and I'm kind of surprised.
Really? That
but
the badger was okay with it.
a little, but I'm getting used to it. I've only been with this group for a few hours, really.
Right.
That is accurate.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, ogre, if you try to kill me, I'll kill you back. Fair warning. I think I can trust you. Stand back.
So
I swing again.
Are you hitting at the same one that's already kind of deteriorated, or are you hitting the one up against the wall?
I'm working on the same one, making it bigger and bigger.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna roll. You taking a little section corner on this side of it out. It's about halfway across. I'm trying to figure out. Let me draw this. I'll have to draw this like every single time. It looks like probably. So how about that? So this side of the wall is what's still there. Where like you just took out this big chunk right here in the corner.
All right. And let's see. So it's the most helpful the way that my wind is currently blowing. Is that correct?
The wind was blowing back inside there, right?
Yeah.
You guys will see there's very little gas coming back out through the cracks up here where the ogre just kind of pulled it in a little bit. To your understanding, most of it is kind of dissipated at this point, no longer filling the room in there.
Okay. Well, I'm so just going to have it keep blowing that way then.
Okay.
All right, then that's it for me. I'm not going to move anywhere.
All right. Indon continues to be the cheerleader on the sidelines. I'm assuming Kruhal is going to continue to bash on this thing as well, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, why not?
All right, so I'm gonna expedite this a little bit since you guys are just bashing the hell this thing while the ogre's stuck in there. I'm going to go ahead and give Usul one more con save, just for what's left in there at advantage. And then the rest of it's I'm gonna give it so you guys can just bash this thing open and get the ogre out eventually. There you go, Usul. Okay, so you're able to avoid the poison. What is it with advantage? Hold on. Resistance, so half damage, 6 points of poisoning damage. And I'm gonna you guys can basically bash the hell of this thing. You've already broken the mechanism in it, and the ogre can eventually step back out here through this tight opening here again.
Okay.
Well, that didn't go where I was expecting, but thank you guys. That was interesting. Seeing a big ogre stuck in there.
I spit on the trap.
Spit on it. All right, so now everybody give me a wisdom 10 check. Or anybody who wants to, I guess, basically. Of course, Tika doesn't get it.
The bad part is I have a +3 to that.
I have a +1. It's pretty great.
Right,
I got a -1.
So as you guys are all sitting here, kind of catching your breath and trying to figure out what just happened in there, it dawns on all of you except for Tika. You know what? There probably was some kind of a latch or something that could have maybe either disarmed this or turned the poison off, but no one thought to think about it in the heat of the moment.
Fuck it. Fuck that.
I like our way better. We took the soldier way.
I guess you guys did. Holy shit.
I got put in a corner. I was just fighting my way
Destroy and pillage. Destroy and pillage.
Ticket's still a giant badger.
Well, that's not a bad thing. I can just burrow your way to where you want to go, right? All right,
Yep.
So Baron, I think Warwick's underneath you, isn't he? Yeah, he is. All right,
Yes, I think so.
both Baron and Warwick, you guys will see further to the south where the corridor kind of splits and then rejoins again. But that's the only path you guys see before you. Quarren, you'll see the same thing you saw before back in, the other room is, here's the hole leading back up, and over here's the chamber pot / outhouse, whatever it is over here. What would you guys like to do next? Usul, are you going to stay in ogre form?
Yeah, I'll stay until. I'll stay for now as an ogre.
Okay, so
I now trust nothing.
I'll bring in your ogre. Bring in your ogre.
Yeah, I take this time to. Let's watch our steps from now on and like where we're going and what's above us. Also, don't forget about the goblins.
The badger looks at you.
All right, so I'm assuming that Usul, you came through this door, and you're probably like stuck here in the the tight corridor right there. So I'll go ahead and place you right there. You have control over that guy, right? Usul?
Yep.
Okay. All right, where do you guys want to go from here?
The one way we can, south.
Yeah, I guess we go the only way we can.
Who's leading the way? The guy with the lowest AC and probably the lowest hit points, right? Well, not you, Warwick. I was talking about Tegan first. All right, Warwick, as you take the lead, you come into another corridor where it heads up to the northwest, down to the south, and there's another corridor.
I called it a 3-branched.
You did. You did. You called it.
Alright, what did we say we're gonna do? Warwick, you get south, and the rest of us head north?
Alright, sounds good.
That's not a...
Nice.
Bye.
All right, so let me first talk about Warwick. You'll see the corridor heading further to the south, and you'll also see over here in the floor is another familiar hole with a smooth surface on it. It's like same thing we saw before, where mining ore, materials, whatever was dropped in this chute, went to a lower section. Further up here, you guys will see another tight corridor, just leading further back in there. There's a real tight corridor with some stairs in this section leading down as well.
Does anyone know if ogres have night vision or dark vision?
Give me 3 seconds to check. I opened it on half ogres.
They got dark vision.
They have dark vision, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 60 foot.
Brian, can I get I can't see with my ogre, so.
Sorry, I don't have it turned on. My fault. Let me.
It's alright, I didn't know if we had it either, so.
There you go. Now you should be able to see, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Alright, so we exploring the south of Warwick first?
Yeah, Tegan's followed Warwick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that splitting the party is a good idea in actuality.
Alright, and
Never a good idea.
Cover the rear a little bit. Assuming Fuhal is going to stay somewhere close to Baron, is that correct, Baron?
I just moved him.
Oh, sorry, I'll do it at the same time.
Well, I don't think we're being separated that bad, are we?
We're good, leading the way, Warwick.
We can't all fit down in this corridor at once, so I sort of stepped off to the side to wait.
Okay.
See a little path going down again.
Looks like it branches up. Does that connect?
Now, hold on 1 second there. I gotta look at everybody's passive perception.
Tegan's is 17.
Where is T?
Bands is 14.
Okay.
You know I don't see shit.
I had 13.
Okay. Nothing yet.
I got 17.
It's a druid ranger thing. We just noticed shit.
All right, Warwick, you'll see stairs leading up this way. You also see a small little hole or a stairway leading down into the center rock section behind you here. And the ogre walks over right next to the big hole in the ground that could potentially go somewhere else.
I look at the hole, and then I look at the ogre, then I look at the hole, then I look at the ogre. You're not going to fit.
Don't tell me what I can do. All right, so Usul, your passive perception when you're an ogre, that's the same as your character? Or do you take on the ogre?
I should continue with my my character.
Yeah, character, because our wisdom carries over. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma carries over.
Okay. All right, so then Usul, as the ogre, you'll notice that since you're over here looking at the hole, I'm assuming, you're going to see several sets of tracks leading from the hole up these stairways up here, along with what appears to be a couple of drag marks. Can't quite tell what it was, but footprints and then something being dragged.
Okay, I'm going to tap work and point that out to him.
You can point what out? What are you going to point at? The floor?
The tracks and the drag marks.
That's a good eye. I'm happy you're down here with me.
It's coming.
I'd like to
some corridors later.
Yeah, I want to try to walk, around this path a bit. Try not to muddy it up.
You're basically trying to stay off the footprints. Is that what I'm understanding? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to not mess up the dragging and the footprints, just in case of anything. It's evidence for now.
Right. Okay. All right. So I want everybody from this point forward to start moving yourself no more than 4 spaces at a time. So Warwick moved, and any of the other guys want to move, that's fine. Go ahead and do it now. And I'll keep Indon kind of towards the rear here. All right. So go ahead, Warwick. You can start the section again if you're going to move again or have interactions or whatever you're going to do.
Okay. What do I see to the north and the south?
To the north, you see some more stairs that go down, then a straightaway, and then more stairs that kind of go down and to the right. As you pass by, you'll see a larger cavern down the lower section. Looks like it maybe goes off to the south and to the north. Okay. And to the south, opens up to a small little chamber here, but as you look down here, you're continuing to watch the footsteps and the tracks and everything, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna make a roll for that. You'll see the drag marks continue down this hallway here.
Yeah. I want to whisper. I think your friend was taken this way.
Okay.
All right.
So once everybody moves, I'll explain what you see in there now, all right?
Okay. I see stars and circles.
All right, so these stars represent there's some more holes in the wall or the ceiling. With if you look up inside this one next to you, see there's a ladder. So it's kind of like the ones you crawled down at the very beginning, and you'll feel a slight draft being drawn from this room and the whole area around it and up through these holes. If you give me a perception check, I'll see if you hear anything.
Okay.
Can I join in on this?
Yep, that's fine. Warwick and Baron can both do perception to listen.
Oh.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I even get a +4 to that.
All you guys hear is the creepy sounds of the dungeon and a little bit of wind kind of gusting around you and up through the holes.
Okay. And did you say there actually is a ladder as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if this ladder wasn't here, I'd blast up there and see if I could hit anything. But we might need to climb up this whole ladder.
I feel like we need to go deeper rather than back up, but
Yeah, but...
you never know.
Right. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't explain that. You also see some stairs at the end of the hallway here that lead down further.
Yeah, I saw those, but I was just listening to you. Are there any more drag marks and footsteps?
Drag marks
Do they-
continue down this way and down the stairs.
All right, well, that's the way I'm going to head.
Oh, okay. Let's rock and roll.
Everybody's heading down to follow Warak, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, go and put yourself in what kind of order you're going to be in. Then I'll have to switch you guys to a different map here.
Actually, hey, Ogre, why don't you get in front?
I got like 20 hit points, but I'll get in front.
What's
You're
a
bigger
hit
than
point?
me. You can take more hits.
Chitter's the what the hell I turned into? Badger, that's it. Giant badger, that's it.
All right, one of you guys can kind of be in the same 4 squares as the ogre. The rest of you have to be behind him or some other open space. So, Quarren, you want to stay
Okay.
in front with the ogre? Is that your intention?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Warwick, do me a favor. Go and move yourself to right here, because otherwise you won't be able to fit
Okay.
through the hallway. You okay with that? Or do you want to be in front of Tegan? You guys okay with this?
That's fine, me.
Yep.
Yep, I'm fine with this.
Gotta grab you guys and then move you down to a different section here. All right, so this corridor goes down, several feet, to like 40 or 50 feet down, to your recollection. Come on, map, catch up with me. Gosh dang it. Hold on a minute. This is not working. All right, screw it. I copy and paste you.
By the way, was it map error when I was seeing that thing that started with a G and it ended in Goblin?
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
See it.
Started with J and ended in Oblin.
Yeah.
Started in G and yeah.
Don't pay attention to the guy behind the curtain.
I don't see a guy behind the curtain.
All right, so you guys should see this corridor off to, I guess, the left of the screen, to the west. That leads down further. Is that correct? You guys all see? Sorry, I moved you down here. Doo-doo.
We're still on the other map. Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are.
Oh wait, yep.
So here's the corridor moving deeper into the cavern. How much time did you have left on the dark vision before we went to that whole trap thing, Tegan?
About 2 hours.
Okay. I'm going to rule that whole thing took another 30, 45 minutes. So you guys got a little over an hour left of your dark vision, if you had it.
Okay.
As long as I stay a badger, I'm good.
All right, so hold on 1 second, guys. I got to do some rearranging of something since Kirill wasn't here, so hold on. Oh, shit. How am I going to rule this without him being here? All right, I'm going to make a gut call on how this worked out. He may not like it, but that's why I'm the GM. Where did my other dude go? Hey, where'd he go? That's a very important person. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right, Ogre, can you see all the way in there?
I can indeed.
Okay. So you'll see as you start going on these stairways, you will see that this is a large corridor in here, and there are torches along the edges of the outside walls of this room in here. And let me pull up the official description so it sounds all professional. All right, so this large courtroom you see is adorned with numerous colorful tapestries all along the walls. You can see it again because the torches are all lit, plus you have dark vision. The ceiling rises up to about 30 feet in the center. You see the small torches and candles along the walls. 4 archways are located on each side of the corridor. You're assuming either other hallways, other rooms, you're not really sure. You also see chairs, tables, and other types of sitting furniture form a makeshift circle right in the center of the room, as if it was prepared for an audience or something like that. And you also see the floor in the center of the room is stained in blood.
How about the wolfish-looking things? Do I see those as well?
Oh yeah, you do see those. So you see 3 large-looking wolves all sitting. They're not looking threatening like these guys. They're sitting there kind of nonchalant, like they're not really threatened by you. And you'll see behind them a dwarf, and you'll see another person that looks like Curiel standing there looking at you guys behind the wolves. And you'll see partially some other creature standing behind them that has some tentacles all over his face.
Ooh. Do I have any idea what that is? Can I see past him to see this?
Nobody can see past the ogre. Are you kidding me? All you see is his butt.
Or can I just see his gigantic ass?
Smelly ass.
Nothing else.
Can I just see his gigantic ass? Is that all I can see?
Yeah, that's all you can see, because that ogre's got the tight fit to get through this quarter anyway.
Alrighty.
So, anything you'd like to do with that information?
I am going to turn around and try to convey that to everyone else.
Smile, see the ogre turning around and sticking its hands to the face with its fingers down, wiggling underneath its nose.
What? Huh?
So what exactly were you doing, Sewell?
I'm going to turn around and... Well, I guess I can speak common, so I'll just turn around and tell everybody what I see.
Very broken comment, I imagine, but yeah. We see puppies.
No, he has his intelligence, so.
Okay. I have an ogre stuck in my head.
Like, I'm assuming he tells us about the tentacle face person. But,
Yeah, everything that I see.
okay, can I roll like a history check or something to know what that is? I assume there's scary stories told to dwarves about not delving too deep under the ground.
I'm going to roll no, not without seeing it, but just getting a description of it. I'm not going to... It'll be at disadvantage, and it's going to have a very high DC just get from a description of him.
The same. Hearing about it, could I make some kind of history check of like if it's some kind of ancient god or something like that?
Yeah, without seeing it, I'm going to roll this.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Once you see it yourself, then I'll allow you to do something like that.
All right.
If you see it yourself.
You know what?
Choose to run away if you want.
At this point, I think I'm going to back off and step out of the way.
Okay. I'd like to step up so I can see.
Teagid returns to being Teagid.
Usul does the same. Yeah, Usul's done.
All right, Warwick. So as you look through there, you hear a voice in your head at the same time. As you look down and you lock eyes with the thing with the tentacles that the ogre was describing to you. And the voice in your head says, well, it's about time, my friends. I was hoping to possibly talk each one of you one-on-one, but this could be fun. Please, step on in.
Well, can I make a history check now?
To see if you recognize what it is?
Well, if I recognize what it is up to you. Me, Josh, I know what it is. But as for
That's what I'm asking.
work, I'm
What's
not
the
sure.
purpose of your history check? What are you trying to figure out?
Oh, yeah, just to see if I know what the heck that thing is with tentacles on its face.
Okay, yeah.
You know, see, something I may have read. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know right away. As soon as you saw the tentacles on his face, that this is none other than a mind flayer.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like over my shoulder. I'm not gonna look, but I'm just over my shoulder. Try to whisper to the group. That's a fucking mind flayer. It's gonna eat our brains.
Oh.
And after that, I'd like to take a swig of potion of healing if I could.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. It's 2d4 plus 2, I believe, right?
As you're doing that, the voice come back in your head and says, "Oh, I had no intentions of hiding my identity from you guys. But you go ahead and take that potion of healing. That could make things a little more interesting."
I start thinking intensely of toenails.
Toenails.
Wait, give me a second.
Where are you at, Baron? Oh yeah, you're right behind Morak.
Yeah, I'm right behind him.
Okay, you won't hear this, but there's a small chuckle coming out of the mind flayer's tentacles. Just don't keep me waiting. Please step on in.
I bravely go ahead and walk forward, and then I'm going to say something.
Okay.
Here, go ahead and walk right here.
Are we going to follow him?
Yeah, please. Unless you don't mind me becoming thrall and start attacking everyone.
I guess follow?
If I need to take another step forward to make room, I will. It's fine. Since we're acting freely.
How clear is my line of sight from there, Brian?
You'll definitely be able to see all three of the wolves. You'll see two other figures standing behind them, and you'll just see maybe the top of the mind flayer's head from there as well.
Okay.
All right, Baron and Fuha will immediately recognize the fact that this is Ryber standing right in front of the mind flayer. Just kind of has a blank look on his face, not really saying anything, not really moving, and the same kind of look is upon Curiel's face standing right next to him. And you can see the mind flayer kind of casually putting a hand on one shoulder, and his tentacles kind of reach out and kind of touching, caressing the sides of their faces.
Ugh, it's creepy.
And the three wolves just kind of sitting there. You see them kind of baring their teeth a little bit, but maybe a small growl, but nothing threatening, like approaching or anything like this.
That's different.
And then Tiki, do hear in your voice, says, "Go ahead, tell the rest of your friends to come on in. There's nothing to fear."
Hey, creepy face, let our friends go.
He kind of laughs at that a little bit. He says, "Let your friends go. They're my friends now. Can't you see?" And you see that Ryber kind of grabs one of the guy's tentacles and kisses it.
On the map, I can see in these steps. Am I supposed to be able to the north and south?
Let me check your sight.
Yeah, the doors are open on.
Yeah, it's fine. You have dark vision still, so you can see that. Yeah, you'll see inside there. There's several, what you can tell, dwarves.
Yeah, they look like dwarves.
Various types of just regular mining equipment, but they're all still standing there. Same thing, same expression. I guess expressionless look on their face, like they're kind of just staring off into the distance, into nothing.
Okay. All right. I turn around and kind of whisper, "All right, everyone. I think he probably knows what I'm saying, but and he's also an asshole. He's really an asshole. I think he can hear me, and I wish that he would die and everything. So I think we should
He's
take care of
laughing at
him.
this whole time. Oh shit! Let me look at this card here.
Let's go ahead and paint these walls with his blood and go. Try to say these
His laugh
other
is even
words too.
louder.
Maybe he'll snap out of it after he's dead.
So this laugh that I'm doing is audible to all you guys at this point. It just gets loud and kind of bounces off the walls here a little bit.
Ooh,
Come
a
on,
card.
Come on in. Let's get this. Started.
I just played a card.
You and your freaking cards. Let me see what the hell you're doing.
I can't read his card, but
Use this
It's too
card
small.
very
Oh, you love this. You love this.
tool, hostile to both you and your enemies, enters the fray. The DM chooses how and where the creature enters. Holy shit, man!
Let me zoom in on that one.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how.
It's a very nice card. It's
Alright, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this randomly. So it's not me being DM asshole or me being very gratuitous to you. So give me 1 second to figure out how.
it's like another giant badger comes up out of the floor.
Let's hope it's better than that.
Alright, so there's a
I hope so.
There's a table. Ah, yes, this is the table. This is how I'm going to do this. Okay, so we are. Does it say it has to be like, common to this area?
It says it's up to. I think it just says it's up to the DM. So I mean, generally it would probably be common to the area, but
Yeah, I'm going to pick the random table from the Underdark monsters. Let's see.
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
a random Underdark. This could be bad for all of us.
Okay, there are 18 CR ratings under Underdark monsters. So I'm going to roll a d20. Here, I'll do it on the screen for you guys. If I roll a 1 or a 2, then nothing's going to show up. Okay? If I roll a 20, it will be a purple worm.
No.
And I am totally unprepared for this. But let's roll this. Okay, a d20. Here we go.
Hopefully not too bad.
We may have to run.
Okay, 1, 2,
Oh, I'm already ready to run.
6, 7, 8.
That's a CR of 6, right?
Out of 5%, he rolled an 8. So that's
All
not
right, I got
bad.
6 things I can choose from. So let me roll another d6.
See, we got this. No worries.
4. Okay, it was that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta pull up Monster here. See if I can figure out what the hell this guy is. I have this guy in my library ready. Shit, no, I don't. Okay, hold on 1 second. This is gonna take me a second. I gotta pull up freaking icons and tokens, and this is awesome.
Guys, if we die, I'm still not sorry.
Never be sorry.
No. Take purpose in your decisions.
Really? These are some shitty ass tokens for one of these things. And they don't even look like one. What the hell? This sucks. Stupid premium assets. I don't want to pay for one of those. Alright, let's come up with something different then.
If you want to tell me what the creature is, I'll make a token real fast.
No,
And I'll email it to you.
It's no big deal. I'll grab something
Okay.
close and we'll just
It would take me probably take me about 3 minutes to get it to you.
that's what I'm going with right there, and I just gotta give me a character card. It's gonna take me longer than anything. Screw it. I'm just gonna pull up the monster manual. Keep
Yeah.
track of it.
Alright, Theater of the Mind. What the hell is that?
Whose idea was it to use these freaking cards? Jeez.
You know, I think I'm starting to really like these cards. I'm going to have to look them up and maybe use them in my real games.
They're actually pretty cool. I can send you the files for them.
Okay, that'd be awesome. Do you have my email?
I'll get it from you later.
Okay.
Don't let me forget.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll type it in the Discord channel right now.
Okay.
All right, just give me just a minute. I got to kind of read through this and figure out how this guy's going to play out here.
No problem. Go and familiarize yourself.
Oh man.
Oh, and if you want, I did link my Google Drive and Discord. You can check out all my D&D stuff on there if you're interested.
Cool.
Yep.
There we go. All right, click down and dirty. There he is. Let me populate this token. Come on. Almost there, guys. AC is that. Oh, well, that's good for you guys. Let's see. We'll show that. Show that. Yes, this. All right, now I just got to figure out how this damn thing shows up. I don't freaking know.
Just become visible. Does it there's some smoke that appears from the ground and then it
smoke bomb.
All right, so you guys hear a crunching, crashing sound from above as you see one of those small holes where who knows what was coming out of. You see a bunch of something kind of crawl out of the way of a second, and then you see dropping out of the season. Look at how big is this damn thing? Okay, he's bigger than this. Oh, holy shit, I'm losing all the blood. Can't see him.
What is that?
You see this big humanoid thing just drop right in the middle of the floor here. You see it's carrying, I don't know, maybe a giant dinosaur bone in one hand. The other hand has this giant club with, I'm not sure if it's fangs or rocks or thorns, something sticking out of it. And it has two big giant heads on it. Both of them with braided beards and mustache. Giant fangs jutting up from its bottom jaw. It's dressed in, looks like a hodgepodge of some kind of furs with like all kinds of skeletons of animals and humanoids all around his belt. He pops down on the ground and he just starts screaming at both directions over here. Roll initiative. And you guys all hear in your head, what the fuck?
Worth it.
Alright, so
That's one messed up creature.
Oh.
Right, don't roll initiative yet. Hold on. Have you guys already rolled it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just did. I got a 4.
I got to clear other
pretty
stuff
good.
before you guys do it. Otherwise,
I'm going.
Oh. You didn't get a negative initiative.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I have a 0 dex mod, so.
But you could have like a -2 dex mod and have -1.
Right. If I did. I don't actually think you can roll negative in initiative because it only goes.
It just goes to 0. It goes to 0.
Okay.
I think.
Well, if you have a terrible dex and you roll a 1, it might be a -1.
Well, I mean, I would roll it as it's just a 1 in my games, but I'm not sure. And in the book itself, I think the initiative is just 1 to 20, but I don't know
really.
for sure. I think.
Alright, so just full disclosure, we have reached 3.5 hours mark. This is definitely going to take more than 30 minutes. So we may stop at about the half-hour point and pick up from there, or you guys can make the call right now if you want to go ahead and hold off here and stop. And this is where we pick up next time. But this is definitely going to take more than half an hour because there's going to be a lot more going on than just this thing that dropped in here. What do you guys think?
For me personally, I'd rather us just start combat next game, because also I got a friend that needs my help with some stuff.
Yeah, the sooner that we end, the better.
So yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so let me just explain to you guys what you see, those that are actually in here. So you see this giant thing drop down here with two heads and carrying two big giant clubs and screaming something. What's he speaking? Doesn't even. Oh. Are you still an ogre?
No, I changed. I changed back.
Alright, so then I don't think any of you speak giant or orc, do you?
Actually, I think I do.
Let's be goblin, not orc.
Yeah, if he's an ogre, then he... Well, I don't know if that's also granted. That's up to you, I guess.
I speak Common and Dwarvish.
Common, Elvish, Druidic, Sylvan, and Giant.
There you go.
Okay. So let me roll which way he said this then. He speaks both of them. Okay, he said it in Giant. So he said the same thing. He drops in the middle of both you guys and he says, "What the hell am I doing here? But somebody's going to die." And very broken Giant there. All right, so at that, I'll go ahead and kind of play through what you guys all hear and see, and then we'll pick up the combat next session over there. So you guys also hear the same kind of expression of the voice in your heads as well as wondering what's going on. All three of the wolves, kind of their hair in the back of their necks stand up, and they all kind of get into like a pouncing mode as they see this thing kind of drop down in front of them. And you also hear the voice, actually, no, you won't. You won't hear that because he's not talking to you. And you guys will also see emerging from those doorways off each side. There's a large trollish-looking creature coming out. Here's a dwarvish-looking person walking out. Another troll-looking something. Another troll-looking something. And maybe the guys in front will see another dwarf kind of poking his head out up here as well. And they all kind of go back and forth between looking at this thing in the center of the room and looking at you guys coming in here. And you see the mind flayer back here kind of raising his hands up like he may be getting ready to cast something as well. Okay. Any other questions about what's about to happen or what you guys see?
There's about to be a huge clusterfuck.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that Corn, are you staying back or are you going to be joining the fight here? That would have rolled in down, would have been following someone up over here.
Yeah, I would probably be like right next to Tegan.
Okay. Indon would be staying somewhere towards the back because that's his normal sheepish stance. Okay. So that's where we'll pick up on our next session over there. And hopefully you guys are all feeling good.
Yeah, it'll be great.
This shit has got a lot more.
Yeah, it'll be great. I'm at half hit point and I only have a handful of spells left.
Alright, so this will be fun. Alright, so you guys obviously see the mind flayer. You guys all would have noticed as you walk into the room. Well, I don't know, once you see this big giant thing in front of you, you probably lost your attention to it. But you got Ryber and Ryber and Curiel back there right in front of mind flayer as well. And the shit's just hit the fan. Alright. So no more questions. That's where we'll pick up our next session. This will probably be a pretty drawn-out fight. I don't know. Maybe this mystery monster will change things differently. We'll see.
It will certainly be interesting.
Yes, that it will be.
I mean, considering what the monster could have been.
This is true.
I rolled right in the middle. And you guys, use this. I'm not going to say what CR rating it is. You guys will eventually see his hit point bar and how far that does or doesn't go down when you hit it, if you hit it. But yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of my resources. I think I'm going to start working up on my backup character.
I already have a backup character ready and waiting.
Yeah, I do too.
So do I, yeah.
I got a cleric.
So
now
I can go back and figure out how I want to role play this this new monster that just dropped in here. Whether he's going to go after you guys, or he's probably just going to attack who the hell is closest to him. But we shall see.
Yeah, he's hostile to everyone in this room. So,
He's just a whirlwind of chaos.
yep, I love it.
Now, I will say this, and this is totally up to you guys. You guys can do it. If you guys turn tail and freaking run on this thing, I'm gonna be pissed off. But that's cool. You can do that, and we'll see what happens when you run away.
And the fight!
I wouldn't run because I can kind of see at least Kirill and maybe the
Warwick
dwarf as
sees
well.
Warwick sees the allies, so he's not gonna just turn and run. He's gonna try to rescue them somehow.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. So, unless you got any questions, comments, complaints, whatever, we'll call it here and we'll pick it up again in 2 weeks.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
My I don't like being in the small caves, honestly. I'm starting to hate it. So I'm happy that we're in a big opening finally. That's my honest opinion.
You saying it from a character standpoint, or you saying it from a player standpoint?
Player standpoint.
Not both.
Well, yeah, both. Warwick really doesn't like being squeezed and put in underground, and from a player standpoint, I do really like the perspective stuff, but it bugs me that I can't really see that much at all.
Right.
So I like big open areas a lot better.
Yeah, that's probably the normal person's normal behavior. Doesn't like being in the dark, right?
Well, you asked, so I'm being honest with you. Other than that, I love your DMing style and everything. Everybody else is really cool.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, guys. So we'll pick back up in 2 weeks. I'll send out the reminder email, and I'll probably work out something on the side with Kirill about what exactly happened with him.
Alright.
Sounds good. Looking